Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddham saranam gacchami, Dhammam saranam gacchami, Sangham saranam gacchami, Dudayambi Buddham saranam gacchami, Dudayambi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Dudayambi Sangham saranam gacchami, Tadayambi Buddham saranam gacchami, Tadayambi Dhammam saranam gacchami, Tadayambi Sangham saranam gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinadana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Kamesu mecchachara veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Suramiraya Majjapama Dattana veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Amabandi sadhu sadhu sadhu. Now, the most important thing to do in life is to undertake meditation. And actually, we are doing undertaking the threefold noble training that the Buddha prescribed for emancipation from all suffering. No? Emancipation or liberation from all suffering, and to escape being reborn in the woeful abode. Also, we should undertake meditation, because while we are doing meditation, we are developing moral minds continuously. So, at the rate of more than 1,000 billion per second. So it is the most beneficial task to do. And as we live with moral mind, it is a noble way of living. And then it is a very blissful, so joyful way of living also. Because at that time we are free from all defilements. So when moral minds are rising, at that time those immoral mental factors and defilements, they do not arise in the mind. No? Now, to do vipassana, we say we have to develop the right concentration first by undertaking tranquility meditation. We call samatha bhavana. So when we attain the right concentration, the mind becomes pure. No, the mind becomes pure. So in the Threefold Noble Training, no, the Buddha said, first we have to take the training of morality. So, no, when we take moral precept and we are doing meditation, our morality is pure. Already we attain the purity of morality. No? And then, while we are undertaking meditation, like for developing the jhana, we can take the kasina meditation or mindfulness of breathing. So in these two meditation, when you attain the counter sign, we say, so it is a meditation sign, the counter sign. So the counter sign appears. We say at that time, your mind is already pure. You attain the neighborhood concentration, and your mind is pure. So, at that time, the jhana factors are quite well developed. So, piti, sukha, joy and bliss, they are very, very strong at that time. So, already you are enjoying greater bliss than sensual pleasure. Much greater bliss than sensual pleasure. But we say that the neighborhood concentration or excess concentration we call is not stable. It's not stable. It's better to go higher, just a little higher, to get into the jhana state. So when we get to the jhana state, then our mind will remain absorbed. So for a long time, for 1 hour, 2 hours, etc. So in that counter sign, and the Buddha, he wishes us to attain, to develop the jhana, and then only to undertake vipassana meditation. So if you do that, the Buddha said, when you attain the jhana, you are already close to nibbana, the Buddha said. So in the Power Meditation Center also, to get the jhana is not easy, not easy. It is a special attainment. It is worth many billions of dollars, so you cannot get it easily. So we have to work quite hard. So, but many meditators nowadays, in the Power Meditation Center, they can develop the jhana. They can develop the jhana. So what is required is just to concentrate your mindfulness, your mindfulness on that meditation subject. If you can focus continuously for 1 hour at a stretch, at every sitting, then in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or within 1 month, you will get the jhana. You will get the jhana. So the trouble is we cannot focus our mind. So the mind is wandering. So, but we, by undertaking meditation and the right way, we can slowly control our mind. So when the jhana factors become quite developed, then we say, the mind does not wander away very often. It is quite stable then. So, if you just, exert strenuous effort and just walk on, then very soon you can get the meditation sign. So, Winku, can you show the Dhyana Saliga? Now, when we are undertaking the meditating on the counter sign, we say, so at that time, your cognitive series would be as shown on page 124. So, page 124, your book. So at that time, now we are taking the counter sign. The counter sign is just perception, we say. And it is a concept. So it appears only in the mind door. So we are mind door, cognitive process will be arising. And we don't attain the jhana yet. So when we don't attain the jhana, only karma jhana will be arising. So when we are performing meritorious deeds, the karma jhana would be Mahakusala Chaita, moral mind, we call Mahakusala Chaita. So when we are taking concept, only this number 2, the cognitive series will be arising. So when the counter sign appears in the mind door, so we say the Bhavinga stream vibrates 2 times as Bhavinga Chalana, Bhavinga Pachida and Karao. Then Manodwara Vajana apprehends and confronts that sense object and decides whether the sense object is good or bad. Of course, the counter sign is good. So, by that decision, the Mahakusala Chaita, moral minds, arise 7 times as jhana, and then Bhavinga Chaita will arise. So that means one cognitive process finished. So after a few Bhavinga, again that counter sign appears in the mind door again. So this the cognitive series will be repeated. So it occurs repeatedly, one after another. So remember we say during meditation, this Mahakusala Chaita are associated with the 5 jhana factors, so the jhana factors will become stronger. So as it becomes stronger, we can concentrate better. So our concentration rises. So at SS jhana, so we attain the counter sign, the counter sign. Now we keep on meditating on this counter sign, to develop the higher jhana, the second jhana, the third jhana, and the fourth jhana. So after attaining the first jhana, do not stop there. Do not stop there. Because the higher the jhana is, the better. It's better to go to fourth jhana. The fourth jhana is the best. It's the best. So, like how meditation, the meditators, they say, when they attain the fourth jhana, so the fourth jhana is associated with, in the fourth jhana, no joy. Piti, joy, is already eliminated. And sukha, bliss, is also eliminated. And we have only upekha, ekakata. The only 2 jhana factors, upekha, ekakata. And here this upekha is the tatra majjatata upekha. We call it equanimity or mental balance. So that means mental balance means all consciousness and mental factors that constitute a mind. They walk uniformly. They walk uniformly and very peacefully, harmoniously, very harmoniously and peacefully. So your mind is very calm, very comfortable. So there is no sukha, bliss. They say it is the more comfortable, and of course the mind is more powerful, and the light coming out of that mind is also brighter, very bright. And they say when they develop the fourth jhana, they feel that their body is raised. Their body is raised up. They say, though there are many meditators sitting in meditation, so when they develop the fourth jhana, they seem to be higher than all the rest. They are higher than all the rest. And they say their hip, it's just touching the floor or the cushion that you are sitting on. And sometimes they may even think that it's not touching at all. So just imagine that. So they can sit continuously for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours very easily. So sometimes when you are doing the vipassana, so reflecting, so they can go up to 3 hours sitting at your stretch. So if you can do that, you can progress very quickly, very quickly. So that is why the fourth jhana is the best, we say. It is the best for undertaking vipassana meditation. So after you attain the fourth jhana, now when you turn to vipassana, so we have to undertake the 4 element meditation, defining the 4 elements that make up the body. So the body is the mainly made up of these 4 primary elements: Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo. In chapter 6, we will learn about this materiality. And then these 4 primary elements, in the ultimate state, they don't have any form, any shape. We have to know them by their characteristics. So like Patavi has characteristic of hardness and softness. Abo, cohesiveness and fluidity. And Tejo, hotness and coldness. And Vayo, pushing and supporting. So when you know these characteristics in the whole body, only these characteristics are distinct. So at that time the body disappears. The body disappears. Only this characteristic. So just by focusing your attention on these characteristics, so as you already attain the 4th jhana, so whenever you perform another meditation, you always develop the 4th jhana first. You come out of that jhana and now you do this, the element meditation, defining element. So that means your concentration is very close to the 4th jhana already. So doing this meditation on the 4 elements, you can reach only to access jhana. Access jhana, access to the 1st jhana, neighborhood to the 1st jhana. So that means very soon you attain neighborhood concentration. And now as you keep watching on this, the characteristics, so in your body is disappear already. And now you see, so like according to the teaching of the Power Shadow, you will see your body as a block of ice. So that is the time when you see, kaya pasada, clear materiality in the whole body. So when the clear materiality, they become distinct. So your body, appears like a block of ice. Then you try to penetrate, to see the 4 elements in this block of ice. The block of ice break down. When it breaks down, only material groups arising and dissolving. So these material groups, they are very, very tiny. So they are comparable in size to the basic, the atomic particles we call electron, proton and neutron. Just that size. So they cannot be observed even under microscope. You cannot see them. Science do not see them. But with the concentrated mind eye, you can see this material group arising, dissolving very rapidly. And then you have to analyze what the ultimate materialities are present in each material group. You can do that. You can do that by the guidance of the teacher. Just like the teacher here now, we have the resident teacher, resident man. When Rabbi Alcanza, he can guide you. So when you can analyze all these material groups that arise in the 6th sense door, you know all the materiality that make up your body. When you know this, you have to see other people's body. And you can also break the other people's body into particles. And then you can also see the ultimate reality in other people's body arising and dissolving very rapidly. So when you see up to the ultimate, the materiality, even this particle, they disappear. So in vipassana, when you reflect on the anicca, dukkha, anatta, this material group will disappear. only ultimate materiality appear. No, they have no form, no shape, though we say they appear, no form, no shape to ultimate materiality. You know them by only those characteristics of hardness, softness, the fluidity and the cohesiveness, hotness, coolness, etc. So after you know all the materiality, you have to discern this cognitive process, cognitive series in the sixth sense door, this cognitive process. So yesterday we told you can see this, each consciousness in the cognitive series, and analyze each consciousness. Actually, it is each mind. So when you analyze it, you can see consciousness and mental factors that make up that mind. So by that way, by analyzing all the minds that arise in the sixth sense door, you also know all mentality, that is consciousnesses and mental factors that arise in you in the sixth sense door. So they will be arising very rapidly, very rapidly. So you can see them arising and dissolving. So when we say, when you undertake vipassana, you are observing on this mentality, materiality, arising and dissolving very rapidly. So at that time, nobody, no living being, or you might say only emptiness. But these ultimate mentality, materiality, they are arising and dissolving. You can see them. So now you reflect, impermanent. So we reflect in Pali. Anicca, 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 that means impermanent, say for 15 minutes or half an hour. Then you reflect the dukkha, 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 suffering for another half an hour. And then you reflect on not self, anatta, anatta for half an hour. So we rotate it, rotate it. So, anicca, anicca, dukkha, dukkha, anatta, anatta, and then anicca, anicca, dukkha, dukkha, anatta, anatta. So, they are in Visuddhimagga. So they described many ways how to discern this ultimate mentality, materiality, and several ways of the reflecting on these three characteristics. So, if you as you developed. So seeing is believing is at that time, we say, because you are seeing the reality that are rising and dissolving. Nothing is permanent, everything is dissolving. So as you keep on meditating, your ability to observe this ultimate mentality, materiality increases. So you can see this mentality, materiality arising very, very quickly. And finally, you see only dissolution, perishing. You cannot even, at first you can see they are arising as well as they are dissolving. So when you see them to be arising dissolving very first, you see only dissolving. So in you as well as in other people. So we have to reflect also on the past, present, the future, internal, external. So we have to do that. So round and round there. So we say, why you are reflecting, doing that vipassana. Again, your cognitive series would be this number 2. Your cognitive series would be number 2. So those ultimate mentality, materiality, they have no form, no shape. They appear only in the mind door. So only in the mind door. So mind door, the cognitive series would be arising. And now you don't attain the Magga yet. You come already out of the jhana. So when you do the vipassana, you have to come out of the jhana. You develop the fourth jhana, you come out of it. And then you reflect anicca, anicca, dukkha, dukkha, anatta. So we say this number 2 cognitive series will be arising. So again, this jhana is Maha Kusala Citta, the moral mind, Maha Kusala Citta. Now when you attain the Magga, so you develop 10 insight knowledges, so seeing and believing, and also your understanding. You see, you believe, and you understand, then you develop insight knowledge. So 10 stages, insight knowledge. Then automatically, without stop anymore, then the the mega viti will arise. So that is the mega viti, page 141. So in your book is page 141. Tu rồi đi xin ga về, xin mega, non sẽ toa, dan nó xin sẽ toa. No luồn đôi, nên luồn đôi, tay mà miao, đi na về. Here, okay, here. So it is on page 141 in your book. So we have the mega apanaviti. This is the fruition attainment. The shiga the now so. So this is the one. This is the one. So that is on page 141. So we say when you attain the mega, so this cognitive series arises in you. So not that the three characteristic marks, anicca, dukkha, anatta, so they appear in the mind door. So when they appear in the mind door, again, the life continuum that constitutes the mind door actually vibrates 2 times. As Pavinga Chalana, Vingupachida and Karop. Then Manodwara Vachana apprehend and it confront or take notice, observes that the 3 characteristic signs that appear and then decide whether they are good or bad. So knowing the 3 characteristics is good, so it will develop only moral minds. So according to, after that decision, by Manodwara Vachana, so these 5, not 5 here, so we have Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, Gotrabu. So these 4, these 4 consciousness are the Mahakusala Chaita, they are just Mahakusala Chaita, Jnana, Samyutta, accompanied by wisdom. Jnana, Samyutta, Mahakusala Chaita arises 4 times. So the first 3, Prikama, prepare for the mega to arise. Alunoma, it arises, it's called proximity to mega, it arises near the mega. And Anuloma is adaptation or conformability, so it serves as a bridge. So to harmonize the lower Chaita and with the higher Chaita. And then the Anuloma, that is, we have these 3. So they take that 3 characteristic signs, anicca, dukkha, anatta, as their object. And the wisdom that associates with these 3 chaitas are called Anuloma Jnana. That is the highest insight knowledge. Number 10 insight knowledge. We call it Anuloma Jnana. So we say, as soon as you attain Anuloma Jnana, it does not stop anymore. It continues to Godrabu. So this Godrabu is also Mahakusala Chaita, Jnana Samyutta Chaita, but it takes Nibbana as its object. So we say, Mahakusala Jnana Samyutta Chaita can see Nibbana at this stage, at this stage. So whether that is in the part absorption cognitive series, only in here. And it shows the way, this is Nibbana. So as it shows Nibbana, then Mega Chaita takes that Nibbana and arises just one. So Sotapatti Mega will arise just one conscious moment, just one. So when it arises just one, so it realizes the Four Noble Truths. So we say it is the Megha Chaita, the wisdom that are associated with the Megha Chaita. So they are aware of these Four Noble Truths. We describe in more detail here the Four Noble Truths. So then they know that now the nature, the mental, the material arising and dissolving are really suffering. And the craving, we call in Pali tanha, craving. It is also greed, is the cause of the suffering, and also the these are the extinction of this craving. No, is the Nibbana, they call eternal peace and happiness. And then that noble part that you are developing, they are the real part that leads to Nibbana. Since now you already aware Nibbana, no, by this mega jnana, part wisdom, so you can be sure, no, that the training that you are taking really leads to Nibbana. So this mega chaita, no, it observes the full noble truth. And the Sotapatti mega eliminates deity and vicikiccha. So deity is this personality belief, taking this the body and mind as I. So now that that wrong view is totally eliminated. And also vicikiccha, skeptical doubt about the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha is totally eliminated. No? And then it also eliminates the gross, the gross features of the remaining defilements. So altogether 10 defilements. So like the greed, we say greed, anger, ignorance. So their gross nature were already also eliminated. So the defilements that are left behind, they are very weak now. They cannot send you to the Bopo state anymore. And that's why we say when you attain this Sotapatti Magga, you are already guaranteed never to be reborn in the Bopo state. Already in the Bopo state. So soon after Magga Chaita, Phala Chaita arises 2 times. In Manda Panya, slow-witted person. And then Bhuinga Chaita arises. That means this cognitive series terminates. As soon as Bhuinga Chaitara is finished, now you become extreme winner, a noble person, that we like to be, that we like to be. So, once you are extreme winner, just like when you attain the jhana, you can develop the jhana again and again. So once you became extreme winner, then you can develop this fruition. We call it Sotapatti Phala Chaita, the fruition of this Magga Chaita, again and again. So by this fruition consciousness, you enjoy the bliss of Nibbana. So as much as you want. So just like you enjoy the jhana, you also now enjoy the bliss of Nibbana. So for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, up to 7 days at a time. So now for quick-witted person, now we say, so the prekama does not arise, so prekama is absent, and after Magga, 3 Phala Chaita arises. So for quick-witted wisdom person. So now you become extreme winner. After this, you become extreme winner. Then we go to number 2. You are already extreme winner. So to go to the higher Magga, you undertake vipassana again. Just like in the jhana, after you attain the first jhana. To develop the second jhana, you to reflect on the counter sign again. Like the counter sign. So like in the Patavi, can see, you reflect the Patavi. So you have to reflect on the counter sign again. So now, to develop the second, the part wisdom, you have to reflect on those mentality, materiality again, nama, rupa, mentality, materiality, arising and dissolving very rapidly. So, as you have seen before, you now try to see them again. And again you reflect anicca, anicca, dukkha, dukkha, anatta, anatta, just before. So as you reflect in various ways, again you develop the 10 insight knowledge again. So you are developing these 10 insight knowledge the second time. So that means you will see them more clearly. And then the same part wisdom will arise. So just like we have seen before. But instead of Godrabu now, so we say Godrabu do not arise anymore. So you have to put in Vardhana. No, where we have your Vardhana. No, no, so Godrabu. No, so Sakadagami, so the here. When the second it runs as above, the only change and necessary are Vardhana. No, it must be put in place of Godrabu, and instead of the Sodapadi Mega, you now get Sakadagami Mega and Sakadagami Phala. So you become a once returner. So once returner, Sakadagami we call you. Remember, Godrabu has two, so the opposite. So when we explain this Prikama Upajara Nuloma Godrabu, what is Godrabu? Godrabu is the Mahakusla Chaita that cuts the Putujana lineage. Putujana means walling. Walling lineage to form the holy lineage, the noble person lineage. So after Godrabu, Mega Chaita arises just one, he becomes a noble person. So we say, once you are a noble person, you are not reverted back to walling again. You do not become a walling again. So when the second Mega Chaita arises, instead of Godrabu, we put in Vardhana. Vardhana. So Vardhana means purification. Vardhana means purification. So now you become Iskadagami. So we say Vardhana in place of Godrabu, and then Sakadagami Mega and Sakadagami Phala arises, so you become Iskadagami. Iskadagami is one's returner. So now you undertake Vipassana again. So if you want to attain higher Mega and Phala, so to reflect on that, the mentality material arising and dissolving, so again reflect on them, anicca, dukkha, anatta. So as before, to develop the 10 insight knowledges again. So now, when the Mega Chaita arises, so what Chaita will arise at this time? So we have to change just Sakadagami into Anagami. So that means Anagami, Mega and Anagami Phala will arise. And he will become Anagami. Anagami is called non-returner. Anagami. Anagam or Anagami. It's called non-returner. So he becomes a non-returner. Non-returner means he will not return to the sense sphere. Not to the sense sphere. He will not be reborn in the human realm and the celestial realm again. When he dies, he will be born only in the Brahma realm. So this one returner means they can be born once more in the sense sphere, either in the human realm or in the celestial realm. Once more, one existence. Now, as a stream winner, if you don't undertake meditation anymore, so if you live just a stream winner, you can be born 7 existences, 7 times in the human realm as well as in the celestial realm. 7 existence. So, one existence in one realm, one existence in one realm. You can do that. So we say during the Buddha's time, the 2 great devotees of the Buddha, they are Anatta Pendika, the rich man who donated Jetavana monastery, and also Visakha, the rich lady who donated Pupparama monastery to the Buddha. So when they become they just remain as the stream winner. So they will be born one existence after another, one realm after another. So they will go slowly to Nibbana. So you can also do that. So we say, if you still want to enjoy the Chinese noodles and the hamburger, McDonald's hamburger, so you can be born in the human realm again and again if you want to. Okay, now after you become non-returner, if you undertake the Vipassana again, now you would develop So, Aratha Mega and Aratha Phala, then you become an Arahat, we call perfect one. So when you become an Arahat, no more defilements in your mental stream. All defilements are totally eliminated. So, the Arahat is among the noblest person. So after the Buddha, and not silent Buddha, so Arahat is the noblest, the noblest person. So as they have no defilement, they can enjoy Nibbana bliss forever, we say. So when they pass away, when they die, we say they pass away, they pass into Nibbana. So they enjoy Nibbana forever, forever. Okay, that is how we develop the four-part wisdom. On page 142, we give you fruition attainment cognitive series. Phala Samapatti Viti, fruition attainment. So, in the case of jhana, we say after you attain the jhana, you can develop jhana attainment. Jhana attainment. To remain in the jhana state for 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 2 days, up to 7 days if you wish to, each time. So the same time here, we developed the fruition attainment, Phala Samapatti Viti. Because that Megha Chitta, it arises only once, Sotapaddi Megha Chitta. So after it arises, it already performed its duty, its function. It already performed, it eliminated like deity and vicikiccha, and the cross, the natures of all defilement. So it need not rise again. So it will never arise again. Only its fruition, the Phala Chitta, Sotapaddi Phala Chitta will be arising. So to enjoy this, the fruition attainment, so what we have to do is, we have to undertake vipassana again. Just like in the jhana attainment, you have to reflect on the counter sign again. So the same thing here, we have to do the vipassana again. So now we have to see all mentality material in our body arising and dissolving, and then focusing your attention on this mentality materiality arising and dissolving, and you reflect on anicca, anicca, dukkha, dukkha, anatta, anatta. So to develop 10 insight knowledges. So as you have already skillful in developing them, so very quickly, you can develop these 10 insight knowledges, and then, so instead of Sotapaddi Megha, only Sotapaddi Phala Chitta will arise. So the Viti, not Viti, to your Viti. No, so the Viti, no. Mabu, go ngali, she too. So this Phala Chitta will arise many times now. Like in the jhana, in your book, at the bottom of page 142, we described this cognitive series. So, as you are taking the mental, the material, and reflecting on 3 characteristic signs, so again, that characteristic sign appears in the mind door. And then Bhavinga stream vibrates 2 times as before, as Bhavinga jhana, Vingupaccida. Then Manodvara vajana apprehend that sense object, that is anicca, dukkha, and then decide whether it's good or bad. And then after that, Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, and Vardhana. These are Mahakusala Chitta, Jnana Samyutta, Mahakusala Chitta arises 4 times as before. And then, Megha Chitta does not arise again, we say. Only Phala Chitta will arise many times. So if you practice well, you can remain for 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 2 days, up to 7 days at a time. Just enjoying the jhana bliss, or the nibbana bliss. Nibbana bliss is we call the unique bliss, the matchless bliss, the highest bliss, the highest bliss. So it would be the best. Okay. Now, if you are a stream winner, your fruition, the attainment would be the Sotapatti Phalachita arising many times. If you are Iskadagami, once returner, then you are Skadagami Phalachita will arise in you. If you are Anagami, non-returner, Anagami Phalachita will arise in you. If you are Arahat, Arhata Phalachita will arise. So these, we have 4 noble persons: stream winner, once returner, non-returner, and Arahat. So they enjoy their respective the fruition attainment. Okay. Now we can go to the next topic on page 144. We call extinction attainment cognitive series. So it would be the final. It is actually the final, the cognitive series. So after this we'll finish. Now extinction in Pali we call Nirodha. Nirodha Samapatti, extinction attainment cognitive series. Now you please read. We all read together. So to keep you awake. So not to be sleepy. Now please read and try to reflect. Nirodha Samapatti means attainment of extinction. This viti is developed to suspend temporarily all consciousness and mental activity, following immediately upon the semi-conscious state, called sphere of neither perception nor non-perception. Neva sanya na sanya yarana jhana. We go chat number 1. Chat number 1. So, do you remember what is Neva sanya na sanya yarana jhana? It is the 4th arupa vajra jhana. So in the 4 arupa vajra jhana, the last one is Neva sanya na sanya yarana jhana. And if you translate it, Neva sanya na sanya yarana means it is neither perception nor non-perception state. So they say it is semi-conscious state, because at that time you do not even know your mind arising. Your consciousness is arising at that time. You don't know. So perception is sanya, it is associated with all the mind. So the perception and the consciousness, they arise together actually, as they are very subtle and gentle. You don't even know that they are arising. So we say, just before the extinction attainment, the Neva Sanya Na Sanya Yarana Jhana is developed. And it arises only for 2 conscious moments. And then the mental stream will be cut off. No chaita will arise. Now we continue reading the next paragraph. Only Anagami, that is non-returner, and Arahat, who has mastered all the 9 absorptions, absorption means jhanas, is able to develop the Nirodha Samapatti Viti. So that means they have to attain all these 9 jhanas in the 10 kasina. So though we say the 9 jhana, so it is just to show here, they are the 5 rupa vajra jhana and 4 arupa vajra jhana. So in practice, we developed, instead of 5 rupa vajra jhana, we use the 4 jhana method. So we develop 4 rupa vajra jhana. So that means in that case there will be 8 jhana. So only non-returner and arahats who possess these jhana, can develop this extinction attainment. Now the next paragraph. First of all, the person enters the Rupa Vajra first jhana, comes out of it and meditates on the jhana component. Jhana components mean those jhana factors as to their characteristics of impermanence, suffering and non-self. He repeats this procedure with the Rupa Vajra second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana and fifth jhana. And then also with Arupa Vajra, first jhana, second jhana and third jhana. So that is the preliminary, the work that you have to do. That means you have to develop the 5 Rupa Vajra jhanas again. So if to develop the 5 Rupa Vajra jhana, you have to recollect the counter sign of the Atkasina, the counter sign of the Atkasina. And then reflect on this kasina, the counter sign, the expanded counter sign. So, but we to develop the first jhana. When you attain the first jhana, you come out of the jhana, and you meditate on the jhana factors of that first jhana, with respect to impermanence, suffering, and not self. So we say, when you come out of the first jhana, you can see the first jhana factor. So, you see the vitaka arising and dissolving. So, by taking the focusing on arising and dissolving vitaka, then you reflect anicca, anicca, dukkha, dukkha, anatta. And then vichara arising and dissolving, you also reflect anicca, dukkha, anatta. And then piti arising and dissolving, also anicca, dukkha, anatta, all the 5 jhana. So then you develop the second jhana, come out and then reflect on the jhana factors with respect to this anicca, dukkha, anatta again. So we have to do that for all these 5 Rupa Vajra jhana and 3 Arupa Vajra jhana. So the 4th Arupa jhana is not developed yet. Now we continue reading again, the last line on page 144. Then he makes 4 resolutions, adetana. In Pali, adetana means resolution. Now, number 1, may I remain in Nirodha Samapatti, extinction attainment, for 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 2 days, or 7 days. So, however long you want, to remain, you make determination. So provided the period does not exceed his lifespan, which he can know. So what we mean is, these the returners and arahats, who can develop extinction attainment, they can know their lifespan. They can know their lifespan. So if they know that they can live more than 7 days, then they can enter into extinction attainment up to 7 days. And the rule is, they must not die while they are in the extinction attainment. They must not die. So if they have only the lifespan to live for, say, 3 days, then they must come out from the extinction attainment before they die. Before they die. Otherwise, all their body, what they have made, this the determination, nobody can destroy this body. So it will remain forever. So that means they have to come out. So now number 2, may my body, the things I am using, and the building I am living be not harmed nor destroyed by any means. He can demarcate the area as much as he likes. So usually, they concentrate, they focus, so on the monastery they are living. So, the monastery and themselves. So, they made the determination that their body, their robes, and then this monastery will not be, cannot be destroyed by any means. So when they make this determination, nobody can destroy this, this monastery. You cannot burn them. No, you cannot burn them. And just like that person who is in the extinction attainment. So again, you cannot burn his rope. You cannot burn. You cannot kill him. You cannot torture him. You cannot do anything. So that's why we say, they must come out of the extinction before they die. No? Now number 3, may I come out of the Nirodha Samapatti as soon as Lord Buddha wishes to see me. This is at the time when the Buddha is alive. So during the Buddha's time, the Mahakassapa and the Sariputta, they develop this extinction attainment very often, especially Mahakassapa. Mahakassapa, he lived alone on the secluded monastery, and he developed this extinction attainment very often. Very often. So, like if Sariputta, he have 1 hour free time, then he would develop extinction attainment for 1 hour. So that means it's very, very blissful to remain in this, the extinction attainment. Though they have done, determined to remain, for example, in the extinction attainment for 7 days. Now, after 2 days, the Buddha called Sariputta. Where is Sariputta? So then, according to this determination, he will automatically come out of the extinction attainment, and he can go to the Buddha. So, and then number 4, may I come out the Nirodha Samapatti as soon as the congregation of monks wishes my presence. That is done out of respect for the congregation of monks. So again, if the congregation of monks mean the bhikkhu order, like the elder monk. Now they want to see Sariputta. Where is Sariputta? And then he should come out of extinction immediately and go to the congregation of the monk. Now after making this full resolution, now the person develops the arupa vajra 4th jhana. So now only he developed the 4th arupa vajra jhana. And soon after the occurrence of Neva Sanyana Sanyayarana Cheta as Apana Javana, so that jhana arises as Apana Javana, just 2 conscious moments, the stream of consciousness is cut off. No Chetas, no Jetasikas, and no Chetija Rupa. No Chetija Rupa means the mind-born materiality arise anymore. So, that is what is meant by extinction attainment. No consciousness is extinct. No Cheta arise anymore. And if the Cheta does not arise, Chetasika, manifold factors will not arise. And then the Cheta, when they arise, they produce Chetija Rupa, mind-born materiality. Now mind-born materiality will not arise again. So only mind-born materiality will not arise, Chetija Rupa. So these 3 types of materiality will keep arising in this person. That means the karma-born materiality, heat-born materiality, nutriment-born materiality will keep arising. So, as the Cheta Jetasika do not arise, he would not know anything. He would not know anything. He will not be breathing. So, we are breathing only when the mind is present. So, if you don't have the mind, no breathing. No breathing. So, no Chetija Rupa. So, when he is in the extinction attainment for 7 days, so that means he would be motionless. Motionless. No Cheta, no Jetasika, he does not know anything actually. So, if somebody come and beat him, he will not wake up. He will not wake up. So, even they burn him, so he will not be harmed. He will not be harmed. Whatever you do, you cannot cause any harm to him. Even if you shoot, you cannot harm him. So maybe that bullet will hit you. Your gun will explode maybe. So you cannot cause any harm. No? Okay. Now the next paragraph. The person will remain in this state of extinction of consciousness, its concomitant mental factors, and Chaitanya Rupa, mind-born materiality. Till the end of the period, he has resolved to remain in Nirodha Samapatti. Though he does not breathe, does not eat, does not drink, and does not know anything, he is still alive. No, he is still alive. When he comes out of Nirodha Samapatti, Anagami Phala Chaita arises once as Apana Javana if he is Anagami non-returner. Or Arata Phala Chaita arises once as Apana Javana if he is an Arahat. Then Bhuinga Chaita keep arising as usual. So, when they are in extinction attainment, no Chaita. For 7 days, no mind. Now, when the period is over, the mind reappears. So, in the non-returner, the Adagami Phala Chaita will arise once. And then for the Arahat, the Arata Phala Chaita will arise once. And then Bhuinga Chaita will keep arising. So he is awake now. So we say during the Buddha's time, the Mahakassapa and Sariputta, they developed this the jhana attainment very often. So one day, one time, so say the Mahakassapa, he came out of that the extinction attainment. So when he came out of extinction attainment, now his body needs food now. Needs food. So he would go for alms food. And he would look first. To whom should he go and get the alms food? So if he comes to you, actually honoring you actually at that time. So usually they give priority to poor people. So if there is any poor people who can donate them some food, then he will go. He will go to that, to that person. So at one time, so in the Savatthi. In the Savatthi city, when the Buddha was still in the Jetavana monastery, the poorest couple in this city is Kakavaliya. Kakavaliya, so husband and wife, by the name of Kakavaliya. So they are very poor. They don't have any house, any hut. They put up only the palm tree, the palm leaves. They put it around, so they just stay there, just like a hut. And they just put some the leaves as a roof. So not a proper hut actually. And they don't even have a mat, no mat. So they sleep on the ground. So the big earth is their mattress. So, though they are very poor, they live they sleep on a very big bed, the whole mattress, the whole earth is their mattress. So now, when the Sariputta, so in Banbok they say it is Mahakassapa. So anyway, we take one, say Sariputta. So came to them. So the lady has to walk in some rich man's house as his servant. Had to walk his servant. Only, when she walked there, she was given only some rice, and sometimes only broken rice was given to her. So that now every morning she had to boil this rice that she has. So boil the rice. And then they eat the boiled rice, husband and wife, which is only for one person. They have to share, two of them. So that morning, No, of course, as they have very little food every day. They will be very hungry. Now, no, they were about to eat. No, there's hot, no, the boiled rice. So remember, hunger is the best appetite. No, hunger is the best appetite. So when you are very hungry, so even this boiled rice is the best food, the most tasty food for you. No, and they can enjoy this food better than the rich man enjoying the best food in the restaurant, in the hotel, in the best hotel. No, even the rich man, if he enjoy that, the best food every day, so he will be fed up. He don't want to eat it anymore. But now for them, oh, this is very delicious, very good for them. Now just when they were about to eat, so Sariputta came in front of their house, their place. So the man said, oh, that is Sariputta. They knew him. We wanted to donate to Sariputta long ago, but when we saw him, we didn't. When we saw him, we didn't have anything to donate. When we have something to donate, we didn't see him. But now he came in front of us, and we have something to donate. So let us donate. So they made agreement. So the lady Kaka donated this boiled rice to Sariputta. And Sariputta, to make this offering to be more beneficial for them, to get greater merit, Sariputta donated this boiled rice to the Buddha. To the Buddha. And the Buddha already knew how he got this. So he knew it. So again, but the Buddha, in order to to make the merit greater for this poor couple, so he multiplied by supernormal power. You can multiply your food. So to be enough for 500 monks in that Jedavana monastery. So he let all these boiled rice be donated, all 500 monks. So the Buddha and 500 monks in the Jedavana monastery that day, they took only this meal. They took only one meal a day. So if they take this boiled rice, they won't go for the alms food anymore. It's enough for them. So the couple, they were very happy to have donated to Sariputta. But after some time, so they feel very hungry again. So when they feel very hungry, so they say, now let's go to the Buddha's monastery. So when we have nothing to eat, we always went there. So now we went again. So now when they went again, so there was a big pot was placed. So in the monastery there, so all the 500 monks. Now when the Buddha multiply it is in excess actually for each one. So they cannot they eat all those boiled rice. So what is left, they pour down in this big pot, in this big pot. So when this couple, Kakavliya, came and opened the pot, it is almost half full. So they can eat very up to their full, so that they are very full. So what is said is, if you can donate generously to an arahat who has came out from the 7 days, the extinction attainment, then in 7 days you will become very rich. You will become very rich. So actually, during within 7 days, so there was some person, some rich man. He came and asked requested the Mrs. Kaka to go on a mission. So when she went on that mission, nobody dared to go, just like going to the cemetery or something like that. So when she went there, so she found gold pots, so many gold pots. So she got many gold pots and they became very rich. Very rich. So if you have the chance to donate to such a, the imam, so don't miss the chance. So you become very rich in 7 days. So that is the Nirodha Samapatti. So we finish all cognitive series now. So in this, the essence of Buddha Abhidhamma, now we have 9 chapters. So now we are doing chapter 4 on cognitive series. And this cognitive series is regarded as Abhidhamma mountain. It's regarded as Abhidhamma mountain. So if you can understand these cognitive series, so that means you understand Abhidhamma. You understand Abhidhamma. So now we come to the top of the mountain already. We come to the top and then we already walk on the top of the mountain. So the whole, we have the whole mountain. So all cognitive series we finish now. So now we are going to go down the mountain now. Go down the mountain now. So now if you understand up till now, then Abhidhamma is not difficult for you anymore. It will be easy. Okay, now we continued. So we in your book, page 145, the law of resultant consciousness, Vipaka Niyama. So Vipaka means resultant consciousness, Niyama means the law. So Niyama means law, as Vipaka Chetas are the resultants of karmas, actions. The past karmas, they arise in vittis regularly, according to the karmas, just as the image appears in the mirror, in accordance with the person in front of the mirror. So that means this Vipaka Cheta, they always arise regularly, according to the karma. So when we come across the unpleasant sense objects, for example, like the dead corpse, or like the dirty road, and like the many excrement, etc. So, according to Abhidhamma, it is due to our bad karma, due to our bad karma to have come across like that. So at that time, only the immoral resultant, so akusala vipaka cheta, will arise in the cognitive series. So in your cognitive series, like the idol cognitive series, we say the chakku vinyana, sota vinyana, gana vinyana, jiva vinyana, kaya vinyana. So they are the akusala vipaka cheta here, 5 of them. And then sampadechana, santirana. So they are akusala vipaka. This sampadechana, santirana. And also this dalamana. The dalamana is, we say, the dalamana cheta is santirana, so santirana. So at that time, only immoral resultant, eye consciousness, receiving consciousness, sampadechana, and investigating consciousness, santirana, and the dalamana, the registering consciousness will arise. Will arise. Now when you see beautiful, pleasant sense objects, that is due to your good karma. So in that case, the kusala vipaka, moral resultant, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, and then receiving consciousness, santirana, investigating consciousness, and the dalamana, will arise in the cognitive series. So they are just regular. It is a law. It is a law that we call the law of resultant consciousness. So they give the example of a person standing in front of a mirror. So your image would be similar to you. So if you are beautiful, then your image would be beautiful. So if you are ugly, the image will be ugly. You cannot make it beautiful. So that is what is we call the law of resultant consciousness. Now in the case of the Javana Chaita, in the cognitive series, so we say for non-arahas, the Javana Chaita would be either Kusala Chaita or Akusala Chaita. Kuku, either Akusala or Kusala. So in arahats, the Kriya Javana Chaita will arise. So now, for this, the immoral minds and moral minds to arise. Now it depends on your reflection. So the next paragraph. I already explained, and then on page 146, also the top paragraph I also explained. So the second paragraph on page 146. Kusala and akusala javanas do not occur regularly as resultant consciousness. Yoniso manasikara, wise reflection, leads to the arising of kusala javana chaita. Whereas ayoniso manasikara, unwise reflection, will give rise to akusala javana. So for this, whether akusala or kusala javana to arise, depend on you. So how you reflect. So if you reflect, oh, so dirty, so like you are coming to a dirty road. So now, this dead corpses, who just threw them here? So that means you dislike it. No, you dislike it. If you dislike it, what chaita will arise? Dosa mula chaita will arise. If you don't like it, so you are unhappy. You may even be angry. So only dosa mula chaita will arise. So when you see beautiful street, beautiful person, beautiful, then if you say, oh, it's very beautiful, then at that time, so the moral mind, the kusala vipaka, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, sambrechana, santirana will arise. Why will arise? So it is the kusala resultant consciousness. Oh, no, I mean also arise like that. And kusala chaita will arise. When you are, again, that is not wise reflection. I am just saying, like the good karma. When you see beautiful things, then it is due to your past good karma. So at that time, the kusala vipaka, eye consciousness, ear consciousness, sammadechana, santirana will arise. But we say, the javana is due to your reflection. So if you reflect it, this lady is beautiful, that man is very handsome. Oh, this flower is so beautiful, I like to get it. So would that be what? Wise reflection or unwise reflection? So we call that unwise reflection. So at that time, lopa mula chaita will arise. Lopa mula chaita will arise. Now you think, oh, so nice, I like to get it. So as soon as the desire to get it arises, that means you are having greed. You are having greed. So that is unwise reflection. So how to do the wise reflection? How to wise reflection? So if you can say anicca is all right. Whatever you see, anicca, dukkha. Of course there will be the wise reflection. And also you can say, they are just mentality, materiality. What really exists is only mentality, materiality. Not this person, not this beautiful flower. These are just the concept, just concept. What really exists is only mentality, materiality. So if you can also reflect like that, the kusala chaita will arise. Now we go to the next topic, frequency of karma javana. So we read together again. Normally karma javana arises 7 times in a viti. But in young babies and unconscious person, the hadyavatu, the heart base, is weak, and accordingly karma javana arises 6 times or 5 times in a cognitive series. So we say here, in all cognitive series, normally the Javana Chitta arises 7 times. 7 times. But we say here in babies and the unconscious person, because the heart base is weak, so then the Javana arises only 6 times or 5 times. Now the next paragraph. In Marana Sanna Viti, so Marana Sanna means near death, near death cognitive series, which occurs at the time of dying. The person is about to die, is dying. Now we say the near death sign appears. When the near death sign appears, taking this near death sign, the cognitive series Viti will arise. Now in this Viti, Kama Javana occurs only 5 times. Because he is about to die, his heart base is very weak. So Marana Sanna, Javana arises only 5 times. Now the next paragraph. In Pachavikkana Viti, retrospective cognitive process. Or you can see reviewing cognitive process. The person is examining the jhana factors very rapidly, and so Kama Javana occurs only 4 or 5 times per Viti, by cognitive series. So we say after you attain the first jhana, so you have to reflect on the jhana factors, not the jhana factors, so that to make sure that you really attain the jhana. And what jhana you attain? So it is the first jhana. So all the 5 jhana factors will be present. Vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata. So when you reflect on this, the jhana citta. So now when you see vitakka, vichara, the piti, sukha. So you are reflecting very first. When you are reflecting very first, so the jhana citta will arise only 4 or 5 times. You see. Now the next paragraph, in Upachara Samadhi Javana, Kama Javana occurs 4 times as Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma and Godrabhu in persons of slow knowledge, or only 3 times as Upachara, Anuloma and Godrabhu in persons of quick wisdom, quick knowledge. So in the jhana, the cognitive series and the Pat Mega cognitive series. Just like on page 141, you just look back on page 141, there we have the Pat absorption cognitive series. So in this cognitive series, we say, the Pa Unugo, Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, Godrabhu. They are called the Upachara Samadhi Javana Citta. They are also Javana Citta, but they are near the Mega. So because of that we call them Upachara, mean near. So Upachara Samadhi Javana. So we say Mandapanya for quick, the slow wisdom person. It arises 4 times as Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, Godrabhu. For Tikhapanya, quick wisdom person, it arises only 3 times, without Prikama. You have only Upachara, Anuloma and Godrabhu. And also for the jhana, the cognitive series. So like on page 136, if you look back. So on page 136 in the middle, we describe 4 Arupa Vajra jhana cognitive series. So in this also jhana cognitive series, you can see for Mandapanya, Abdana Dhamma, you have Prikama, Upachara, Anuloma, Godrabhu. So these 4, they are known as the Upachara Samadhi Javana Citta. They are 4 times. In Tikhapanya, quick wisdom person, only 3 times at Upachara, Anuloma, Godrabhu. So we are referring to this. So we go back to page 146. We go to the second topic on page 146, frequency of Apana Javana. So Apana Javana means the jhana, megha and phala. So we read again. In all the Rupa Vajra jhana and Arupa Vajra jhana we teach. These are Apana Javana we teach. The corresponding Apana Javana occurs only once in a person who attains that jhana for the first time. In order to attain the aesthetic absorption corresponding to that jhana, he can develop jhana samapatti viti, in which Apana Javana occurs repeatedly many times. So if you look back again to the jhana viti, so on page 141, you can also go to page 141. So there we have part absorption cognitive series for, this is for megha. So for the part for megha. So now here also in the part cognitive series, the megha chitta arises only once. Now we go back to page 136. That is in the Arupa Vajra Javana cognitive series. So there the jhana chitta, pa-unu go ja. So that ja is jhana, jhana chitta. They arises only once when you first develop it. Jhana chitta arises only one. Now when you develop the jhana, the attainment on page 138. On page 138, jhana attainment cognitive series. Now the jhana chitta arises many times. So we say when you are in the jhana attainment for 1 hour, only the jhana chitta keep arising, jhana for the whole hour. So we are referring to all these actually. Now we go back to page 146. So we come to the second last paragraph there. In abhinya apanaviti, the Rupa Vajra Kusala fifth Javana arises only once, functioning as abhinya Javana. In an Arahat, the Rupa Vajra Kriya fifth Jhana arises once in abhinya Javana. I hope you remember yesterday we described to you about abhinya Javana. It is on page 140. On page 140. So we are just referring to what we have learned. So on page 140, in the middle of the page, we have the abhinya viti is of the form we say nadama paunugo bain. So that bain is abhinya Javana. So abhinya Javana is, so if you read the paragraph below it, we say, suppose a person who has attained the mundane Rupa Vajra power, or so so he wants to become many person. So he meditate on the Patvi Kasina to develop Rupa Vajra Kusala fifth jhana for a few moments. Then he come out the jhana and then he make a wish what he want to be. So he want to be 1,000 person. He make a will, let there be 1,000 identical but separate forms of himself. Then taking this, the visualized form, so that viti that we described, and the above, so arises. And as soon as that abhinya, Javana arises, all the created forms are come into existence. So that that abhinya is the fifth Rupa Vajra Kusala jhana associated with supernormal knowledge. It always arises just one. We call it Kusala abhinya. For Arahat, instead of the fifth Rupa Vajra Kusala jhana, you have to take this fifth Rupa Vajra Kriya jhana, And that jhana, chaita, will associate with supernormal power, this Bhain, B-H-I, is not Bhain. And we call it Kriya Abhinya Chaita. There is the Kusala Abhinya Chaita. So this Abhinya Chaita, they always arise one. As soon as it arises, those 1,000 forms that you want to create come into existence. Come into existence. So now we go to page the last paragraph of page 146. In Megha Apanaviti, the corresponding Megha Javana arises only once, followed by either 2 Phala Chaitas as Apana Javana in a person of slow wisdom, and 3 Phala Chaitas as Apana Javana in a person of quick wisdom. So that you already see it. No, it is on page 141. No, so on page 141. So after the first paragraph, we show that the mega cognitive series, mega viti. So we give you 2 viti here. Manda Panya means for slow wisdom person. It is Nadhamma Paunugo Mega Phala Phala. So that means after Mega, 2 Phala Chaita follows. In Tikha Panya person, after Mega, 3 Phala Chaita follows. No, we are referring to that. Mega Phala Phala Phala. So now we go to the next again. So now we come to page 147. In Phala Samapati Viti, the corresponding Phala Chaita occurs many times without break functioning as Apana Javana. Not that you remember, no? So Phala Chaita arises many times. Now in Nirodha Samapati Viti, we just describe it. We say Neva Sanya Na Sanya Yarana Chaita arises twice, just before the extinction of consciousness. So Neva Sanya Na Sanya Jhana arises only 2 times after that. No, the Chaita is cut off. So the extinction of consciousness and all mental activity, after that. Now during Nirodha Samapati, Chaitas as well as Chaitasikas and Chaitija Rupa are extinct. So no Javana exists during Nirodha Samapati. In coming out of Nirodha Samapati, Anagami Phala Chaita occurs once as Apana Javana in Anagami, and Aratha Phala Chaita occurs once as Apana Javana in an Arahat. So you should remember this. So again in the last paragraph of that topic, as a regular procedure of Javana, immediately after a somanasa pleasant, the kama javana, a somanasa apana javana should be expected. And after a kama javana accompanied by equanimity, and apana javana accompanied by equanimity is to be expected. So that also refers to the development of the jhana attainment. So the jhana attainment, so if you look on page 138, on page 138, so there we are, it is on page 135, 135. So on page 135, we give you the 5 Rupa Vajra Jhana cognitive series. So now if you look at the Jhana Viti, so it is for Manda Panya, Nadhamma Paunugo Ja. So we say this Paunugo, Paunugo are the Upachara Samadhi, Javana. So in the second paragraph of that topic, you can read. Then one of the 2 Somanasa Sagadam Jnana Sambhyutam Mahagusala Chaita performs the Upachara Samadhi Javana function So, no, I just like to let you know, they are called Upachara Samadhi Jhavana. 4 times in the person of slow or Tao wisdom. No, so, no, these, the Pa-unugo, they are called Samadhi Jhavana, not just Jhavana Cheta. So they must be Somanasa, not Sakatam, Jnana Samyutam. Because for the first jhana is also Somanasa. And when the second jhana, again, the Pa-unugo must be Somanasa. And the third jhana, the fourth jhana, the same thing as we have up to the fourth jhana, you have Sukha. Sukha is pleasant, and Sukha is the same as Somanasa. So, in developing up to the fourth jhana, the Upachara Samadhi Jhavana must be also Somanasa. Now, when you develop the fifth jhana, as it is Upikha, then the Upachara Samadhi Jhavana should be Upikha Sagatam, Jnana Samyutam, Maha Kusala Chita. It should be Upikha Sagatam. No, we are referring to that. So all these are already known to you actually. No, we are just making you to be familiar with it. Then we go to page 147 again. So now we have another topic, procedure of the Dhalamana. So the Dhalamana, we call it the registration, and here we call it retention. Not the same thing, registration or retention. Occurs only in karma persons when they are observing karma sense objects with karma jhamana vara viti. So that's why I told you, the Dhalamana arise only in karma person. Karma person means in human beings and the celestial being, that belong to the sense sphere. They do not arise in the Brahma. In the Brahma, they don't arise in the Brahma. So they arise only in karma persons when they are observing karma sense objects. So only when you are looking at karma sense objects. And with karma jhavana vara viti. So only in karma jhavana cheta you get the Dhalamana. So in the jhana and megha you don't have the Dhalamana. Now the next paragraph. Generally, Upikha Jhavana or Domanasa Jhavana is followed by Upikha the Dhalamana, whereas Somanasa Jhavana is followed by Somanasa the Dhalamana. In practice, the following procedure is observed. So we are again referring to those the jhana viti. So, for example, you can look on page 135 again. Oh, no, not in the jhana cheta, only here. We have to look the karma jhavana. So we say the Dhalamana. So this is the Dhalamana. They arise only after the karma jhavana cheta. So in the jhana and megha, the Dhalamana do not arise. Now we say here, if this jhavana cheta is domanasa sagatam or upikha sagatam, so like we say kuku, the jhavana can be kuku, kusala or akusala. So in the kusala, you get maha kusala cheta, and then in akusala you have like lopa mula cheta. So lopa mula cheta also has upikha and somanasa. So if the jhavana is upikha, the Dhalamana should also be upikha. They should agree in feeling. Now when you are having dosa mula cheta, so that means the jhavana is domanasa, accompanied by domanasa, painful mental feeling. So in that case also the Dhalamana must be upikha. Now the Dhalamana is 3 Sandhirana and 8 Mahavipaka. So in the 3 the Sandhirana, 2 are upikha and 1 is somanasa. And 8 Mahavipaka, 4 are somanasa, 4 are upikha. So you have only somanasa and upikha. So when domanasa arising, somanasa the Dhalamana cannot arise. No, Somanasa and Domanasa, they are just like water and fire. They cannot be together side by side. No, so when Domanasa arising, you have only Upekha Javana Citta arising. So like in the the Arahats, so we in the next paragraph, if we read, after 4 Mahakriya Upekha Javana and 2 Domanasa Javana, so only 4 Mahavipaka Upekha Dadalamana and 2 Upekha Sandirana Dadalamana may arise. So there's 2, Upekha Sandirana, and then 4 Upekha Mahavipaka will arise. Now number 2, after 4 Mahakriya Somanasa Javana and Hasitupada is also Somanasa. So after this Somanasa Javana, so what Dadalamana can arise? 4 Mahavipaka Somanasa Dadalamana and 1 Somanasa Sandirana Dadalamana can arise. So we say, if the Javana is Somanasa, the Dadalamana is also Somanasa. So Somanasa Dadalamana is either Somanasa Sandirana or 4 Mahavipaka Somanasa Citta. And then in number 3, after the remaining 10 Akusala Javana, 10 Akusala Javana, so and 8 Mahakusala Javana, so all 11 Dadalamana may arise. So now in number 3, they don't follow that that rule anymore. So now we go to the next topic, guest life continuum. So again, we say if you are born with Mahavipaka Somanasa Citta. So remember, these 8 Mahavipaka Citta, they serve as rebirth consciousness and then life continuum and death consciousness in human beings and celestial beings. So if you are born with the Somanasa Mahavipaka Citta, so throughout your life continuum would also be Somanasa Mahavipaka Citta. So it will not change, it will just remain the same. Now you get angry. When you get angry, you are having Dosa Mula Javana Citta. So Dosa Mula Javana is accompanied by Domanasa, feeling, painful mental feeling. So after that, if your Bhuinga Citta has to arise, then your Somanasa Bhuinga cannot arise. So the Javana is Domanasa now. So after that, if your Bhuinga Citta has to arise, when the Dalamana do not arise in Mahanda Ramana, so it's not Ati Mahanda, in Mahanda Ramana, so the Dalamana do not arise. So soon after Javana, Bhuinga Citta must arise. So your regular Somanasa Bhuinga cannot arise. As we say, Domanasa and Somanasa cannot match. Not just like fire and water. So, in that case, your Soma, the Bhuinga cannot arise. So, in that case, they say, the Upekha Sandirana Citta. This Upekha Sandirana Citta. So, one of them, either Kusala or Akusala Vipaka. That Upekha Sandirana Citta will arise. We arise as a guest Bhuinga. So we on page 147. So the last line you just please read. Or you better read from the first paragraph so that you know it again. For a person whose rebirth consciousness is Somanasa Citta, his life continuum must also be Somanasa Bhuinga for life. The rebirth consciousness and Bhuinga Citta, they must agree in the Citta. Now the next paragraph. When that person is angry, his Domanasa Javana cannot be followed by Somanasa Dadalamana. So if the Dadalamana has to arise again, Somanasa Dadalamana cannot arise. And then, no, or instead of N here, we should put O. Somanasa Dadalamana or Somanasa Bhavinga cannot arise. Because Somanasa Vedana opposes Domanasa Vedana, just like fire opposing water. But according to his rebirth consciousness, Somanasa, not Somanasa Dadalamana here, according to his rebirth consciousness, Somanasa Bhavinga must arise. Not take only Somanasa Bhavinga. Somanasa Bhavinga must arise. In this difficult situation, Upika Santirana also arises once as Agantuka Bhavinga. Agantuka means guest or stranger. So Upika Santirana arises one as a guest, the Bhavinga Chaita, performing Bhavinga function and not Santirana function. So that Upika Vedana can be matched with both Domanasa Vedana and Somanasa Vedana. So that guest Bhavinga cannot perceive the sense object which is observed by Domanasa Javana. It perceives a familiar karma object which has been observed several times in the past. So now we say when you have dosa mula chitta and Bhavinga chitta must arise. So we say your Somanasa Bhavinga cannot arise. Then that Upika Santirana chitta arises one. So the Upika Vedana can match with Domanasa Vedana and can also match with your Somanasa Bhavinga, with Somanasa Vedana. So after that Upika Santirana, the guest Bhavinga, then your regular, the Somanasa Bhavinga can arise. Now this Santirana, the guest Santirana that acts as a guest Bhavinga, it cannot take the sense object taken by this, the Domanasa Javana. It is coming in from outside. It cannot take the sense object taken by this Javana Chaita. It just takes any object which it has seen many times. That is any familiar object that it has taken before. So that is what we mean by a guest Bhavinga. And now we come to page 148. Consciousness in three spheres. Now, the sphere here means Bhumi. Now, Bhumi, three spheres. So, Bhumi means sphere or plane of existence. In the sense sphere, 80 Chaitas, with the exception of 9 Mahagata Chaitas, may participate in cognitive series. The 9 Mahagata Chaitas function as rebirth consciousness, life continuum, and death consciousness in the respective, the Brahma planes. So we have to refer to this, the chart again. So we say this 9 Mahagata Vipaka Chaita. When we say 9 Mahagata Vipaka, remember, we are referring to this 5 Rupa Vajara Vipaka and 4 Arupa Vajara Vipaka, this 9. They are 9 Mahagata Vipaka Chaita. So we say this 9 Mahagata Vipaka Chaita, they perform only these three functions. Rebirth, and then Bhavinga and Chuti function in the corresponding Rupa Brahma Ram or Arupa Brahma Ram. And they don't perform any other function. So when they perform these functions, we say they do not arise in the cognitive series. And as they don't perform any function, they are always free from cognitive series. So, if you subtract this 9 from 89 Chaita, that is the total Chaita, that in brief, so you have 80 Chaitas that can take part in cognitive series. We call them cognitive consciousness. And actually we have discussed about this before. I think it is on page 117. 116 and 117. So in the 116, at the near the bottom, so we have VT consciousness and VT free consciousness. The topic 116. Now you look at page 117, the end of the second paragraph. The end of the second paragraph of 117. So the last three lines. Since only the 9 Megata Vipaka Chetas are totally free from cognitive series, the total number of VT Chetas is 89 minus 9 equal to 80 in the sense sphere. So we are just referring to that. So we go back to page 148. So we say in the sense sphere, the cognitive consciousness numbers 80. Now we go to page 148, the second paragraph of that topic. In the 5 material sphere, or Rupa plane, in the Rupa Brahma realms, 2 Ghana Vijnana Cheta, 2 Jiva Vijnana Cheta, 2 Kaya Vijnana Cheta do not arise. So remember again, we say in the Rupa Brahma, the Rupa Brahma, due to the power of the meditation to develop this Rupa Jhana. So when we develop Rupa Jhana, now we have to give up, to give away sense enjoyment. We have to give up sense enjoyment. So we say when this, the Rupa Vajra Kusala Kama, produce them as the Rupa Brahma, in the Rupa Brahma realm, they don't enjoy sense pleasure. So they don't have Ghana Pasada, Jiva Pasada, Kaya Pasada. Remember that? So if they don't have the Ghana Pasada, the 2 eye consciousness cannot arise in them. The 2 eye consciousness cannot arise in them. If they don't have I say Ghana Pasada. Ghana Pasada means the 2 Ghana Vijnana, nose consciousness, cannot arise. And the 2 Jiva, as Jiva Pasada is absent, the 2 Jiva Vijnana, 2 tongue consciousness cannot arise. And as the Kaya Pasada is also absent, the 2 Kaya Vijnana Cheta cannot arise in them. So the 6 cannot arise. Now we continue. And 8 Maha Vipaka Cheta. This 8 Maha Vipaka Cheta, they sub only as rebirth consciousness, life continuum, and death consciousness in the sense sphere, in human beings and celestial beings. They don't arise in the Rupa Brahma or Arupa Brahma. And then also we say 2 Dosa Mula Cheta cannot arise in the Brahma. The reason is 2 Dosa Mula Cheta accompanied by Domanasa Vedana, painful mental feeling. So very hot. This painful mental feeling is very hot. So, if the Rupa Brahma, they get angry and Dosa Mula Cheta arise in them, they are bound to death. They are bound to death. So that means Dosa Mula Cheta must not arise in them. So for us, Dosa Mula Cheta keep arising so many times. So we are used to that already. So we don't even know the hotness. We don't even know the hotness. Okay, and then 4 Arupa Vipaka Cheta. Again, this 4 Arupa Vipaka Cheta. Now they serve as rebirth consciousness, life continuum, and death consciousness only in the Arupa Brahma realm. So only an Arupa Brahma, not in Rupa Brahma. So again, they cannot arise in the Rupa Brahma. So altogether, 20 Chetas cannot arise in the Rupa Brahma. So the remaining 69 Chetas. So you subtract these 20 from the total Chetas 89 in brief. you get 69 chaita, no, may arise in rupa plane. Of these 69 chaitas, the 5 rupa vipaka chaitas do not take part in viti. Thus, only the remaining 64 chaitas will participate in viti. So remember, we say the 5 rupa vajra vipaka chaita, no, they are included in the 9 Mahagata vipaka chaita. So here in this chart, no? So we say, no, they are always free from cognitive process. This 9. So these 5 rupa vajra vipaka chaita do not take part in cognitive series. So now what is the number of cognitive consciousness in rupa REM? How many? 64. Here we say only the remaining 64 chaita will participate in VT. So that means the cognitive, no, the VT chaita in the rupa Brahma REM would be that 69 minus 5, and you get 64. Now in the next paragraph, please read again. In the immaterial sphere or arupa planes, the 42 chaitas which may or may not depend on Hadyavatu for their arising as mentioned in the Pakinnaka section chapter 3, together with 4 arupa vipaka chaitas, totally 46 in all, may arise. Of the 46 chaitas, the 4 arupa vipaka chaitas do not take part in VT. Thus, only the remaining 42 chaitas will participate in VT. So, actually, in chart number 5.1, I think. So, Wingo, if you can go to that. No. So this is the Pakinnaka. We are Auga. So in chart page 5.2, no, in the Vatu Sangaha, so we say there are 42 chaita. No, that's depend on Hadyavatu only sometime. So that means sometime it does not depend. They do not depend on the heart base. And sometimes they depend on the heart base. The reason is, no, these 42 chaita, they arise in the sense sphere as well as in the immaterial sphere. So when they arise in the sense sphere, they depend on the heart base. Now, like the Lopa Mula chaita, no, Moha Mula chaita, Manodwara Vachana chaita, Mahakusala chaita, Mahakriya chaita, so they arise in the sense sphere, and also in the rupa Brahma REM. So in the rupa Brahma also we have Hadyavatu, so they depend on Hadyavatu when they arise in the sense sphere and the 5 material sphere. But when they arise in the arupa Brahma, in the immaterial sphere, so the arupa Brahma, we say they don't have the heart base, so they don't depend on the heart base. So, and because of that, I say this 42 chaita, no, they can arise in arupa Brahma. We should know that. And this 4 arupa vajra vipaka chaita arise only in arupa Brahma. No, they function as the rebirth and life continuum and death consciousness of arupa Brahma. So they arise only in arupa Brahma. So if you combine this 42 and this 4, you get 46 chaita that arise in arupa Brahma. And again, this 4 arupa vipaka chaita, they are included in the 9 Mahagata vipaka chaita. They do not take part in cognitive series. So the number of cognitive series, the viti chaita, cognitive consciousness, in arupa Brahma is how many? So I keep speaking, but you don't understand. So very clear, we say now, these 46 chaita arise in arupa Brahma. that you know, right? Hmm? And then these four do not take part in cognitive series, So what would be the cognitive consciousness, Vichita, of Arubha Brahma? Still cannot get it. Only this 42. No? So they can only this 46 Chaita arise in Arubha Brahma. And these four do not take part in the cognitive series. So only this 42 will arise in the cognitive process. So that is the Viti Chaita is 42. Oh, don't be so much, no? So now we come to the new topic now. So on page 148, no, the lower topic is classification of individuals. So Puggala, no, Puggala Bheda we give the name. Puggala means person or individual. And there are four types of Puddhujana. So Puddhujana means warlings. No, warlings mean they are non-noble persons. And 8 types of Ariya Puggala, noble persons. So we describe on 149. So first we describe 4 warlings, Puddhujana. Now please read. Dokati Ahetuka Puggala. So we make the right translation. No, Dokati means woeful. Ahetuka means rootless person. Woeful, rootless person. No? So again, no, under number 12, no, so after the AB. So no, I explained Dokati means woeful course of existence, while Sukati means happy course of existence. Now Dokati Ahetuka Puggala, that is number 1 person, refers to persons in Apaya or the 4 lower abodes or woeful abodes. No, they refer to the woeful person, namely the animal world, the ghost world, the demon world, and hell denizens. So this number 1, no, the persons are Dokati Ahetuka Puggala means they are the woeful persons. No? So they include animals, woeful ghosts, demons, and hell denizens. So all these persons, no, they are born. Oh, chat number 1. So with what Chaita this woeful person are born? So that means you have to read. No? So if you read, otherwise you don't remember. So now the rebirth consciousness is performed by these 19 consciousness. So the 2 Upekha Sandirana Chaita is this 2 Upekha Sandirana Chaita. No? This one and this one. And then we say here 8 Maha Vipaka Chaita and 9 Megada Vipaka Chaita. This 19 consciousness are rebirth consciousness. No? So don't forget that. Now, all woeful persons are born, no, by akusala karma. No? The result of akusala karma will give rebirth in the woeful abode. So they are all born with this Chaita. All woeful persons. No? They are born with akusala vipaka upekha sandirana Chaita. So this Chaita is rootless ahetuka. So we say, no, the woeful persons are rootless persons because they are born with rootless rebirth consciousness. So we call them rootless person. So I think it's time to stop. So now we take go to page 149 again. So now we describing the 4 types of warlings. The first type is Dokati Ahetuka Puggala, woeful, rootless person. they refer to the woeful beings. Now number 2 is Sukati. Instead of Dukkati, we have Sukati. So Sukati means the blissful, blissful. And Ahituka Puggala, rootless person again. So now again, in the middle there we give you actually. So now under number 12, now we give first we explain Dukkati, and then Dukkati Ahituka Puggala, and then the next paragraph is Sukati Ahituka Puggala. Refers to persons who are retarded, blind or deaf by birth in the human world and Chatu Maharajika Deva world. So now we refer to the second, the Upikha Sandirana Chaita. And this, the second Upikha Sandirana is Ahituka Kusala Vipaka, rootless moral resultant. So it is the result of Kusala Karma. So the Kusala Karma give rebirth only in blissful realm. So this rebirth occurs in blissful realm. That is only in the human realm and the lower Chitu Maharajika realm. So the lower celestial realm, we say they extend up to the earth, their realm. So they are the earthbound deities, you might say. So among human beings and earthbound deities, there are some who are very poor, and they are retarded. Retarded means they cannot speak, and they may be born deformed, blind, deaf, etc. So those persons, they are born with this, this rebirth consciousness. So they are called rootless, ahituka, no root, rootless, and then kusala vipaka, blissful person, rootless, blissful person. So they exist only in the human realm and among the earthbound deities. Now the next rebirth consciousness will be 8 Mahavipaka Chaita. So this give rebirth, it is Kusala Vipaka, so it would give rebirth in the blissful realm, only in the sense sphere. Kama Vajra, there is a Kama Vajra Chaita, so its power is to give rebirth only in the sense sphere. So we call sense sphere blissful realm. So that means human realm and 6 celestial realm. So the normal beings, among these human beings and the celestial beings, they are born with one of these 8 Mahavipaka Chaita. And among the 8, 4 are Jnana Samyutta, associated with wisdom, and the next 4 are Jnana Vibhuta, not associated with wisdom. If they are born with Mahavipaka, Jnana Vibhuta Chaita, that is, they don't have, Jnana is knowledge or wisdom. So they don't have wisdom. So that means they have only 2 good roots, Alopa, Adosa. Alopa, Adosa, these 2 roots, they exist in all this beautiful consciousness. So remember, only these 30 are called Asovana, not beautiful. So all the rest are beautiful and they contain Alopa, Adosa. So when we say the Jnana Samyutta, it also contains Amoha, wisdom. So those who are born with the Mahavipaka, Jnana Samyutta Chaita, they have 3 roots. So we call them 3-rooted persons. So now, and that number 3, we call Dvihetuka Puggala, 2-rooted person. Those who are born with Mahavipaka, Jnana Vibhuta Chaita, without knowledge. And number 4 is Tihetuka Puggala, 3-rooted person. So among normal human beings, so some are 2-rooted person and some are 3-rooted person. So we have discussed about this, the formally. So what do you regard yourself? Two-rooted or three-rooted? Three-rooted, it should be three-rooted. So these are the four, the volumes we say. And then we have four megata persons. So these megata persons are the person why the four mega chetas are arising in them. Then me be like go wingo. No, so then me be like so there are four mega cheta. So we say, when he performed the vipassana, and when this Sotapatti mega arise in him, so we call that person Sotapatti megata person, this first person. Sotapatti megata person means Sotapatti pat person. And then those who attain the second mega, Sakadagami mega. So why this mega chita is arising? He is called Sakadagami megata person. And in the same way, we also have Anagami megata person, Arata megata person. So these are the four megata person. So you just look there, the four megata person. So we give you the meaning. Sotapatti megata person is Sotapatti pat person. Sakadagami pat person, Anagami pat person, Arata pat person. They are the person why these mega cheta are arising in them. So that means this megata cheta, megata person, they last only for one conscious moment. Only why Sotapatti mega is arising, we call that person Sotapatti megata person. And soon after mega cheta, we get Sotapatti phala cheta arises. So then when phala cheta arises, we call him Sotapatti phala person. And that person is called stream winner. It's a person called stream winner. So these four megata persons, as they last only one consciousness moment, we cannot see them. We cannot see them when they are doing vipassana, mega chita arise just for a moment. So one conscious moment is very short, remember? In one snap of the hand, 1,000 billion consciousness moments. So one moment is very short, finish. So we cannot see this person. So they can exist because when the mega chitta arising, they exist, but just for a moment. And then Sotapatti phala arises. So the next, the group B, Plata. So Plata means the fruition person. So when the Sotapatti phala chitta arises, we call this person. So here, we get the two phala chitta, four phala chitta. So when these phala chitta arise, we call that person Sotapatti phala person, Plata person. Sakadagami Plata, Anagami Plata, Arata Plata person. So four Plata person. And these four Plata persons are called, so in the book, stream winner, one's returner, non-returner, and Arata Plata person is Arahat, perfect one. So we can see this four person, they are the noble person. So altogether there are the 12 types of person, we say. So the first four, they are warlings, they are non the noble person. So the four megata person and the four plata person. These are the 8 types of noble person. 8 types of noble person. So altogether 12 types of noble persons. So on page 150, we describe the consciousness that arises in each types of person. So we describe in the form of a table here. So we say persons and their consciousness. Now, and you can look at your table. The wingo le table who saw Tema Shalu so shadow chin and so shin. Now, if you look at the first Dogati Ahetuka person, so the left column shows a Pukala person. And Kama Bhumi means they belong sense sphere plane. So this the Dogati Ahetuka person, woeful, rootless person, they exist only in the sense sphere. That is Kama Bhumi, only the sense sphere. So they are, we already know they are woeful person, the animals, woeful ghosts, demons, and hell denizens. Now, what chaita can arise in them? So we say 12 akusala chaita. So 12 immoral consciousness, all the 12 can arise in them. And then among the 18 ahetuka chaita, the 17 of them can arise, 17 ahetuka chaita, besides hasitupada. So if we show this, you don't see the chaita chart again. So you have to see the chaita chart. So say ziyali piya chart number 1. So better look at your book, so for the chaita. So we have to refer to the chaita. So in the woeful person, we say all the 12 immoral consciousness can arise in them. And then this 18 rootless consciousness, hasitupada, arise only in arahats when they smile. So the remaining 17, so these are the consciousness that must arise to know the 5 sense objects. Like eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, body consciousness. So they are the consciousness that are aware of the 5 sense objects. And sammadechana, receiving, sandhirana, investigating are required. So in this cognitive series, sammadechana, sandhirana are required. And also panchadwara vachana and vattabana, they stand for manodwara vachana. They arise in these 5 sense door cognitive series. So this, the panchadwara vachana and manodwara vachana. So these 15 plus 2, 17 consciousness, they arise in all beings. Like in the all woeful being, they arise, and also in us, they arise, and in celestial being, they will arise, all the 17 of them will arise. So now we say, we get 12 plus 17. And then, the 8 Mahakusala Chaita can also arise in the woeful beings. So, that's you may have to think a little bit. Not like the animals. Can all the 8 Mahakusala Chaita arise in them? So, do animals do some good things? Yes. They like the mother dog. They feed their babies. So when they are feeding the babies, so they are also the metta, loving kindness also arise in them. So when that is arising, Mahakusala Chaita will be arising in them. But the Mahakusala Vipaka Chaita will arise in them. So for the Jnana Samyutta Chaita to arise, it will be quite difficult. So we say Jnana Samyutta arises only when you understand about karma and result. Karma and result. But very few, some exception animals, they can have that Jnana Samyutta Mahakusala Chaita. So now if you take it according to that, so it's difficult also for them to develop Jnana Samyutta Mahakusala Chaita, as they don't know karma and result. No? So, but when they understand, oh, this good deed will produce good effects, that means they know karma and result. So in that case, they can have jnana samyutta citta also. So like in the animal, some exceptional one, they can have jnana samyutta citta. Now, for example, the Buddha in one the rain retreat. So he went to Kosambi country, where the monks were quarreling among them. So the Vinaya, the monks and the Suttanta monks, so they are quarreling. So one Vinaya monk, he entered the latrine. So when he came out, he left some water in the cup. So according to Vinaya rule, you should not leave any water on the cup. No, so after you use the cup for say washing, you have to keep it upside down there. So when the Abhidhamma monk came out, one Vinaya monk went in. So he saw the cup with water. Oh, not that Abhidhamma monk. He doesn't know Vidya rule. So now he left water in the cup. So he makes an offense. So that monk asked for excuse. Well, I don't know that Vinaya rule. Now please excuse me. Well, if you don't know, it's all right, he said. But after that, he kept telling his friend, oh, those are Abhidhamma monks. They don't know Vinaya rule. So now the Abhidhamma monk, so they try to argue. Oh, as that monk does not know, he already asked for excuse, and you already excuse him. Why didn't you again try to accuse him, knowing not knowing Vinaya rule? So they quarrel. So for this very tiny thing, when you are quarreling, so they have the pride. No, Vinaya monks, he said, oh, they know the Vinaya is better than you. Abhidhamma monks, oh, we also know. So because of the pride, they quarrel. So the Buddha came and tried to pacify them. Still they don't stop. No, even the Buddha cannot pacify them. So the Buddha told Ananda, I went into this forest. So they call Palilaya forest. Don't allow anyone to come into the forest. No, for 3-month retreat, I will stay there alone. So the Buddha went in. So nobody can go in because it's a command of the Buddha. No? So who look after the Buddha? The elephant that lived there. They call it Palilaya elephant. So that elephant, they look after the Buddha. So he plucked the leaves and make a bed for the Buddha. And then he also pluck fruits and offer to the Buddha. And it also carry water and offer the Buddha. So for 3 months, the elephant was looking after the Buddha. So when the Buddha, he left there. So this, as he was very much attached to the Buddha, he would like to come out also. But the Buddha didn't allow him to come out. He just stayed there. So he was very sad and he died actually. He became a celestial being for looking after the Buddha. So now, that made as he knows all this. So he knows also we should say, jnana samyutta citta will arise in this elephant. And also in Myanmar, in our state, Mon state, there is one monk. One monk who tried to repair many old pagodas, and he also built some new pagoda, and he lived on vegetarian food. So as many volunteers, they wanted to support him, they came to support him, just giving the free service, in the building the monastery and preparing the pagodas. One elephant also came in. So in the morning when the people came, the elephant, the female element, she also came. And then she carried all the things that they put on her back, so she carried for them. And in the evening, no, at sunset, they stop only at sunset. So when they stop there, so she also stopped, and then she pay homage to the monk, no, bow down, and then went back every day. So we should say, oh, no, this heaven also will produce jnana samyutta, no, mahavipaka chaita. And like the woeful ghosts, no, some of them are very close to the human existence. Woeful ghosts, some of them are born spontaneously. As soon as they died from the human existence, they became woeful ghosts immediately. So they remember. No, they remember about their past existence, about the human existence, and they also know the Buddha. So, there are some woeful ghosts. Why they are looking for food, as they are always hungry. So when she saw the Buddha, giving the Dhamma talk, she listened. So in that case, so she would also develop Mahakusala Jnana Samyutta Chaita. So then we can agree, the 8 Mahakusala Chaita can arise in the woeful person. So how many Chaita can arise in them? So you just add up, look at in your book. So we are referring to your book table, not the table in your book. You should look at your chart in your book, not in the chart. So on your left hand there. So for the woeful, Dukati Ahituka is woeful person. Now what are the chaita that arise in the woeful person? 12 akusala chaita and 17 ahituka chaita with the exception of hasitupada, and 8 mahakusala chaita, altogether 37. Now we come down. The next person is Sukati Ahituka. Sukati means blissful. Ahituka is rootless. So the rootless, the blissful person. So among human beings and upbound deities, we say those retarded person. They are Sukati Ahituka person. And Dvihetuka person, two-rooted person, they have similar consciousness. So they are not shown together. So all those the 37 chaita that arise in Dukati Ahituka also arise in these two persons. So we can read the chaita that arise in them. 12 akusala chaita, 17 ahituka chaita with the exception of hasitupada, and 8 mahakusala. So up to then is similar to above. So the 4 mahavipaka jnana vipyuta chaita can arise in them also. For Dujhetuka person, they are born with the Mahavipaka Jnana Vipyuta Chaita, remember? So it will arise in them. And also this, the Mahavipaka, all the 8, they arise as the Dhalamana. So because of that, the Jnana Vipyuta, the Mahavipaka, can also arise in Sukati Ahituka person. So altogether 41 Chaita. So we go to the right. So the next person is Tihetuka Pudujana, 3-rooted walling. So what are the chaita that arise? So we look only in the Kama Bhumi sense sphere. So all the 12 are Akusala chaita, and 17 are Hituka chaita with the exception of Hasitupada, 8 Mahakusala chaita, and all the 8 Mahavipaka chaita. So altogether 45. So remember this, the 8 Mahavipaka chaita will arise in them as the Dhalamana. And the 8 Mahavipaka Jnana Samyutta chaita are their rebirth consciousness and life continuum. So all the 8 Mahavipaka chaita will arise in them. So altogether we have 45. And then we also add the Kusala jhanas which the respective person attains. So if you are 3-rooted person, we say you can develop 5 Rupa Vajra Kusala chaita and 4 Arupa Vajra Kusala chaita. So if you have all the 9 chaita, then you can add 9. So the total chaita in you would be 45 plus 9, 54. So we don't go to the Rupa realm and Arupa realm because a little complicated. We just go down. So the next person would be Sotapanna. So we also call that person Sotapatti Palata person. So stream winner, no, Sotapanna. So what are the citta that arise in them? So no, the 7 akusala citta, with the exception of 4 lopa mula daitikata samyutta citta and vijikiccha samyutta citta. So these 5 cittas are accepted, no, excluded. Remember I told you the Sotapatti Megga eliminates deity. No? So this deity, no, daitikata samyuttam, this deity is eliminated. So the 4 daitikata samyuttam lopa mula citta will not arise, no, in them, in this, no, the tihituka person, the Sotapanna, no, the stream winner. And also Vijikiccha is also eliminated by Sotapatti Megga. So Vijikiccha samyutta citta, no, the moha mula Vijikiccha samyutta citta. So 5 citta, no, 4 here, 1 here. So these 5 citta do not arise in stream winner. So we subtract these 5 from 12, we get 7. So 7, no, the akusala citta will arise. And then the 17 ahituka citta with hasitopada accepted will arise in them also. No, so remember those 17, no, they are to be aware of the 5 sense objects. So they will arise, no, in the person. And then 8 mahakusala citta, 8 mahavipaka citta will also arise in stream winner. And then Sotapatti Palata, no, because the stream winner, they can enjoy Nibbana by developing Sotapatti fruition attainment. Fruition attainment means Palata, not Palata. So Sotapatti Palata will arise in them for enjoying sense the Nibbana bliss. So altogether 41. Remember, we exclude 5 akusala citta and we add, no, 1 Sotapatti Palata. So that means 4 less. Now 4 less than the 3-rooted person above. So in above the Tihituka, 3-rooted person has 45 citta. Now in stream winner it will be 41 citta. And also the stream winner, they can also develop the jhana. So these 9 kusala jhana, they can also develop. So if they have all these 9 jhana, you add 9. So no, there will be, the total citta would be 50. We go down again, Sakadagami. So once returner. So their cittas in Sakadagami are the same as in Sotapanna, the stream winner. So we have to change only, no, we say in Sat Sakadagami Palata instead of Sotapatti Palata. So no, the Sotapatti Palata person, they enjoy Nibbana, no, with the Sakadagami Palata person, they will enjoy Nibbana with Sakadagami Palata consciousness. So no, that is their, no, the fruition attainment. And also, no, just like in the Sotapanna, so we can add the kusala jhana that they attain. Now we go down, Anagami is non-returner. Now Anagami Megga citta also, no, the eliminates dosa completely. So the 2 dosa mula citta do not arise in the non-returner Anagami. So only 5 akusala citta will arise in them. Now, what cittas are eliminated? When we say 5 akusala citta, we say 2 dosa mula, 4 lopa mula daitikata samyutta citta, and vijikiccha samyutta citta are excluded. No? 7. So in Sotapanna, 5. Now we also exclude 2 dosa mula. So 7 are excluded, so only 5 akusala citta will arise. Now the rest would be the same. 17 ahituka citta with the exception of hasitupada. And then 8 mahakusala citta and 8 mahavipaka citta. And now they will enjoy anagami plata, no, the anagami fruition attainment for enjoying nibbana. So we have altogether 39 citta, 2 less than sotapanna, because 2 dosa mula cittas are also excluded. And we had to add all kusala jhana attained by them. So they can also attain all the 9 kusala jhana. Now the next person below is arahat. So arata megha eliminates all defilements. So no lobha, no dosa, no moha, not in the arahat. So all akusala citta do not arise. So in the case of ahituka, so not this rootless consciousness, all the 18 arise in arahat. So remember, arahats also needs these citta to be aware of the 5 sense objects, the 17. And hasitopada is their smiling consciousness. So all the 18 arise in arahat. Now the 8 mahavipaga also arise in arahat, because the 8 mahavipaga citta, they serve as, like here, rebirth, the patisandhi, rebirth and life continuum of arahat. And they also, so because of that, the 8 mahavipaka citta can arise in arahat. And then, instead of 8 mahakusala citta, you have to put in 8 mahakriya citta. So 8 mahakusala citta will not arise in arahat, instead only 8 mahakriya citta will arise. And then they will enjoy nibbana with arata plata consciousness. That is fruition, attainment, plata, the arata plata. So altogether 35 cittas arise in them, and we have to add kriya jhanas they attain. So that means arahats can attain this 9 kriya jhana, 5 rupa vachara kriya jhana, and 4 arupa vachara kriya jhana. 5 and 4. So then so 5 and 4, the 9 the kriya jhana will arise in them. Well, that finish. Only finish chapter 4. I thought I can go very far in the chapter 5, but now very little I can go. Well, anyway, and I also forgot not to put on the chart. Well, anyway, so you can turn on the chart. So it would be chart number 6, chart number, I think 6, chart number 6. So we go to chapter 5. Anyway, we begin. We have about 1.5 hour. No, not 1.5 hour, just less than 1 hour. Just 45 minutes. So here is the chapter 6 is there is the chart for 31 planes. Now we read in the first paragraph here. So in this chapter 5, we are going to describe cognitive process-free consciousness. So in chapter 4, we describe cognitive consciousnesses. All these are cognitive consciousnesses. And now we are going to describe cognitive free consciousness. So these 19 citta, remember, they are, when we say how many viti free, cognitive free consciousness, they are these 19. These 19, when they perform patisandhi, poinga and chuti, they don't take part in the cognitive series. So we call them, they are 19. Cognitive free consciousness. And as they function as rebirth consciousness, patisandhi. So when we talk about this citta, so we have to also describe rebirth in various planes. So the planes also come in. And because of that, we call this chapter 6 as Bhumi. No? Bhumi means about planes of existence. And we also call it Vitimut. Vitimut is the Vitimutta. No? Vitimutta, that is Viti free. So because we talk about Viti free consciousness, we call the topic, you just look at the topic, we call it Bhumi or Vitimut. So Vitimut is Viti free consciousness. Bhumi means planes of existence. Now we go to the next topic of that chapter 5, on page 152. So now in the middle topic, four groups of four. So in Pali Chatuka, you already met, have met the Chatuka, means group of four. So here we are going to describe four groups of four kinds each. So what are these four groups of four kinds each? One is Bhumi Chatuka, four planes of existence. Number two, Patisanti Chatuka, four modes of rebirth. Number three, Kama Chatuka, four kinds of karma. So action stands for karma. So it's better we say it is four kinds of karma. And number four, Maranupati Chatuka, is four arrival of death. So four kinds of death, you might say. So we begin with the first, the first four. So we call four planes of existence. Now, we read this bottom paragraph. The plane of existence, Bhumi, is the place where living beings come into existence, go around for a living, and finally die. Now the four planes of existence are: one, Apaya Bhumi, or Kama Dugati Bhumi. So Apaya is woeful. No, Bhumi is plain, woeful plains. Or Kama Dugati Bhumi. So Kama is sensuous, or enjoying sense pleasure. We can just say sensuous. Bhumi, Dugati is woeful. Sensuous, woeful plane. So they refer to the plane of misery or the woeful abodes. The woeful abodes. Now number two is Kama Sugati Bhumi. So now if you know Kama Dugati Bhumi, you also know Kama Sugati Bhumi. So we call it sensuous, blissful plane. So the Kama is sensuous, enjoying sense pleasure. Sugati means blissful. Dugati means woeful. So Kama Dugati Bhumi is sensuous, woeful plane. They refer to the four woeful abodes. And Kama Sugati Bhumi, sensual, blissful plane. They refer to human realm and sixth celestial realm. Number three, Rupa Bhumi, is five material plane. That is Rupa realm, Rupa Brahma realm. Number four, Arupa Bhumi, is the four immaterial, the plane, that is the Arupa Brahma realm. Now we describe the first plane. Plane of misery, we call Apaya Bhumi. Or we can say the woeful plane, sensuous, woeful plane. So among these, the plane of misery is again fourfold, that is four kinds. Now what are the four kinds of the woeful abodes? One is Nirya, hell. Two is Tirachana, animal world or animal kingdom. And then number three, Peta world, is woeful ghosts, the world of woeful ghosts. And number four, they call it hosts of asuras. So they refer to the demons. The demons are more woeful than woeful ghosts. More woeful than woeful ghosts. So now Apaya means devoid of happiness. And then Kama Dugati means enjoy sense pleasure, but miseries abound, and also called woeful abodes. So actually these four planes. So we usually refer to as woeful abodes. So they are woeful planes or woeful abodes. So they are very woeful, very woeful. So when we say some dogs are living very well, don't want to become a dog. So all these, they are born with what? With what consciousness? Rootless, upikha sandirana, remember? The upikha sandirana, agusala vipaka. Agusala vipaka, immoral resultant, rootless consciousness. They are very low in their intelligence. They are very low in intelligence. So according to the teaching of the Buddha, we have been born in the woeful plane for many existences. Only we don't know. Only we don't know. So when we born in the, not just like the animal or the woeful ghost, so as your rebirth consciousness is very, very poor, your intelligence is very low, very low. So you don't know the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha like the animals. They don't know the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. So it's very difficult for them to develop moral minds. What they are interested is what to eat food, and to quarrel with one another, to quarrel with one another, and to have sex. Only that. Sleep, eat, quarrel, and have sex. Only that. So that's why the Buddha said, once we are born in the woeful plane, it's very hard to be reborn in the human realm again. So don't want to become a woeful person. Now number 2, sensuous blissful plane. So kama sukati bhumi. So consists of the human realm and 6 deva planes or 6 deva realms. Deva means the deity, celestial being, who enjoys sense pleasure. Number 3, 5 material planes, rupa bhumi. So they consist of the rupa plane, rupa bhumi consists of 3 first jhana planes, 3 second jhana planes, 3 third jhana planes, and 7 fourth jhana planes, totaling 16 planes altogether. So actually here we describe the 16 Brahma realms is from here to here. So 3 first jhana plane, we give the name, and 3 second jhana plane, 3 third jhana plane, and 7 fourth jhana planes, this 5 and this 2. Altogether 16. And then we have 4 arupa plane, they are the highest. So these 4 arupa planes are given the names of the arupa vajra jhana. So the same as the 4 arupa vajra jhana. So instead of akasananja yarana jhana, you just put it bhumi, that means plane. Vijnananja yarana bhumi, akinchanya yarana bhumi, neva sanya na sanya yarana bhumi. So these are arupa realm. So now we go to the page 153, the bottom, the topic, situation of planes of existence. So try to see where are the planes are here, so that you can make an excursion or a visit to this place. Which plane you want to go? Okay. Now situation of planes of existence. The human realm, the animal realm, the Peta realm, and the Asura realm exist on the surface of the earth. These realms are not separated, but the beings move about in their own worlds. So we have to go to the, this is the surface of the earth. This represents the surface of the earth. So we say on the surface of the earth, the 4 planes exist. The animal realm, the animals. Peta realm, the woeful ghosts. The human realm, and Asura realm, the demons. So they live on the surface of the earth. Not separated. We are just mixed. Not just mixed together. Now in your house, there may be many animals, not some lizards, some cockroaches, some ants, no? So some flies, they come in. And maybe, not like in our house, we also have rats. We have also rats. So you say, oh, this is my house. The rest say, their house also. So when you say your house, you have to repair the house. They don't have to repair, they just live very comfortably. No? So the Buddha said, even in our stomach, there are 80 kinds of the bacteria or insects. Not like the worms, all these things, they exist there. Even in our body, they live there. Maybe in our the skin, there may be skin, bacteria also. So they live. So not like the worms in our stomach. All the good food that we eat, they eat also. And they have the wedding in our stomach. They live in our stomach. And they went to the toilet in our stomach. When they die, they are buried in the stomach. So our stomach is their wedding place as well as their cemetery. No? So we think, oh, no, we are we are the king of this art, you might say. But the animals, they also they have the upper hand over us. Then we go to the so though there are 4 realms, we can see only this. The human eye is very weak. We can see only human beings and the animals. We can only see them. We don't see the Wofukos. And the demons usually they lived far from the human villages, like in the deep forest or near the seashore. They live. So these asura, the demons, they are more miserable than the Wofukos. So they don't have anything to eat for the whole war cycle. For the whole war cycle. So when they are very thirsty, they went into the river. The water disappeared. They cannot drink. So when the bad karma produce you cannot drink, you cannot eat. They have very big body, very small, tiny mouth. They cannot eat even the whole world cycle, something like that. For example, during the one Buddha, King Bimbisara, he was at that time, when that Buddha appeared. So he has the chance to sup the Buddha and the monks. So the Buddha and the monks, the king monopolized the Buddha. So he don't allow the citizen to see the Buddha. Only he monopolized the Buddha. And then there are some riots in the countryside. So his son, the princes, so he asked them, you go and subdue them. So they successfully subdue those incidents. Then the king, he was very satisfied with that. Now, what do you want? You ask, I will give you. So they say, let us serve food to the Buddha and the monks for three months. So the king has to grant it. Now, when they served the food, so at that time there are a lot of monks also. So, Bimbisara became is the head of like the manager who manage for all the food and all the monastery for the Buddha and the monks to stay. So when Bimbisara was the head person there, so for cooking or for serving the food, he employed his relatives. So his relatives, he called them, now you cook for him. So these relatives, being the relative of Bimbisara, the head of them, so they are not afraid to steal. So after cooking the food, before serving the Buddha, they would take some food for their family. They eat for some food or something like that. So, when the Bimbisara and all these relatives die, so they become two groups. So one group like Bimbisara and like the princess, and then all the other the citizens who try to sup with the moral mind, with the Buddha. So they are born in celestial realm, one life after another. So this group who eat the food for the monks and the Buddha, so they were born as demons. Life after life, life after life, from one war cycle to another war cycle. So for many war cycles, they don't have anything to eat. These demons, demon. And then when Kassapa Buddha arises, they found that when some demons, their relatives, of the performed meditators did and share merit, so they are liberated from the demon world. They become like celestial being. So they wanted such as the liberation also. So they asked the Kassapa Buddha, could they have liberation also in that during the Buddha time? The Buddha said, no, you cannot. You will get liberation only when Gautama Buddha appear in the world. And your relative, King Bimbisara, he performed donation to the Buddha and share merit, only then you will get the merit. So they were very joyful already to hear this news, because they have lived many war cycles without any food, without eating any food. Just imagine, just in one existence, because you have taken food for the monk and the Buddha, they have to suffer so many war cycles. So, they waited, and now they came to this world. They do the time of Gautama Buddha. So Bimbisara, so he invited the Buddha he let the Buddha and all the monks stay in his royal garden. So the next day he invited the Buddha and all the monks to his palace, and he offered the alms food to the Buddha and all his the monks. So these the relative ghosts, you might say the ghosts, they are the demons, they are just like the ghosts. So they are waiting. Now our relative Bimbisara is offering, he will share merit, we will get the merit, we will get the merit. But Bimbisara didn't know how to share merit. He didn't know that. Though he is a Sotapanna, he didn't know that. So he didn't share merit. So that night, so this demon, they were so upset. So they wept, they cried, they shouted, and they beat their breasts, so just like drum. So they made a lot of noise, and a lot of the terrible noises also. So Bimbisara in the morning, he asked the Buddha, so we had so many noises last night. So what are these noises? So the Buddha said, they are your relatives. Now who have become the demons. They have waiting for you to share merit. And yesterday you don't share merit. So only then King Bimbisara say, can we share merit today? Oh yes, you can. So he invited the Buddha and the monks again. So he served food to the Buddha and the monk. And now, during the Buddha's time, when they offer the alms food and so on, that they pour libation water. So you mean libation water? So we pour here also. You never pour? Oh, you should do it. They even have the cups for libation, or pouring of libation water. So after offering like the alms road and the alms food for the monks and for the lay person also, then they will admonish you to pour water, libation water. So libation water is pouring is to make the earth as the witness of this meritorious deed, just to make the earth as the witness. No? So now Bimbisara, no, when he poured the libation water, no, to the Buddha, no, and offer water to the Buddha. So all those, no, the demon, they have water. The rain falls for all of them. They have water to drink. Oh, they are very happy to drink water. And then when the King Bimbisara serve food, and then share merit again. So this, they have the food to eat. So just like celestial being, the food arises, whatever they want to eat arises, and they can eat. So when they offer robes and share merit again, so they have the clothing to wear. Only then. So that means, when they get this merit, so they are liberated from the demon existence and become celestial beings. They become celestial beings. So this demon, they are very, very poor. Very, very poor. Okay, so we cannot see them, we say, because our eyes are very poor. But some people can see them, and the dogs can see them. The dogs can see them. Sometimes the dogs, at night, they will bark. So when they will bark, you could imagine some ghost is walking around. They see the ghost and they do that. So here, actually, I also mentioned that one story. So about a man who killed many human beings. He killed, just like the woman. He went with this woman and he killed this woman, many. And finally, he was arrested in Australia, and he was sentenced to be hanged. So the American, the one couple, so they are interested in this story. So they liked to see this man. So they came to Australia, and then they asked permission, so to meet this man before he was hanged. So when that man, when the couple showed them, so the lady had some compassion for that man. So that man knew about that the lady had some compassion. And then the next day he was hanged. He was hanged, and then this couple, they hire one house and they are living there temporarily. So the man went into town and living only the lady there. And then the lady heard the dog barking. So when she came out of the house and tried to, very strange, having the dogs barking even at the daytime, he could see that man walking, coming. She already heard that he was hanged, but now she could see him walking along the road. So she knew it's the ghost. It must be the ghost. So she closed the door, and then that ghost came and knocked the door. When he knocked the door, then he said, "Who are you?" So, "I am that man," he said. "I am that man, and I was already hanged. And now I became a very poor person. So just like a poor ghost, the woeful ghost. And I knew that you had compassion for me. Please show some compassion for me." So he requested. So, "How should I show you compassion?" she said. "Well, if you just offer me even some coins, not some money, some coins, then that would be similar to showing compassion to me." "Well, I cannot open the door." "You don't need to open the door. You can just leave behind just below the door or something like that." So she actually, the door is up to there, so she cannot put any coins. So she just leave near the door there, and she could see the hand come in and take it. And then the man thanked her for showing the compassion. "Thank you very much," he said, and then he left. So now that somebody show compassion, maybe they get some credit, I don't know. So it is here. So we say, like we do not see, but like this lady, she could see him. She could see him. So at that night, they cannot sleep at that building anymore, they say. So many, what they are having, all the things, they are throwing. Somebody are throwing. So when the one ghost has the permission to enter the house, other ghosts, they also have the permission to come in. So they are throwing all the things. So they cannot live here. They have to move away. So there are some person, just like we have in America and also in the United Kingdom. So I describe here. Those people, they say, they have the sixth sense. The sixth sense means they could see this woeful ghost. This woeful ghost. So when they were born, they already attained this, the psychic power, they say. Psychic power to see the ghost. So one famous lady is the Esther Roberts in United Kingdom. So when she was born, even as a child, she could see the celestial beings and also the woeful ghost. So she say, when I walk on the road, I could see not only human beings walking on them, I can also see the woeful ghosts and the earthbound deities walking on the road. She could see. And later on, she became a medium. A medium means she is the medium, the middle person, that conduct the communication between the dead relatives and the living relatives. So some dead relatives, when they die, they became celestial being. Celestial being, but they are living near the earth. So some of them, they live on trees. Some live even on the if they have the mansion on the sky, they will live in the sky, but close to the earth. So these person, so they know that this Esther Roberts have psychic power. They can communicate with her. They can talk with her. She can see them. She can talk to her. So finally she volunteered to be the middle person, to be a medium. So she invited all the people who would like to communicate with their dead relatives. So they even made they call it spiritual meeting. So they publish in the newspaper, the journal, ahead of time. So they actually conduct this in a very big hall in London and in many towns. So like the King's Hall, the Queen's Hall, so there are about 50,000 people can come. So also there is quite a very the powerful deity. He cooperate with Esther Robert. So his name is they call it. So I forgot the name. I also have their picture, the picture of Esther Robert, and this deity who tried to cooperate with him. So he tried to also to control the Esther Robert to conduct this spiritual meeting. So at this meeting, many people they feel the whole hall, and also from the spiritual world, many spirits came. They also had the news. They want to communicate with their the living relatives. So they have a big meeting, and they have some also some the well-known the gentlemen to be the chairman, the board of the chairman. So one board of chairman, the chairman will give the speech first, and then Esther Robert will come to the stage. Then holding the microphone. So she would come to the stage, and now she said she will start on the spiritual meeting. So all the spiritual person, they scramble with each other to have the chance to talk to their relatives. So then, the guardian deity, so he controlled them. So you line up. So one after one you speak. So now the spiritual person has the chance to speak. A girl, she is a girl. So she say, for example, she say, "Now please tell my mother." So her mother say some name, like for example Elizabeth Taylor. So my mother is here. Her name is Elizabeth Taylor. So I was her daughter. I passed away just the last month, and then just this morning I could see my mother looking at my photograph, and she wept. I was by her side, so I told her not to cry. "Mother, I do not die. I am still alive." But she could not hear me. So please tell her. So my name is so. So then the Esther Robert were announced. Then that couple, the mother. So she was there. She and her husband. So they thank her. "Oh, thanks very much." Said to know the message from their daughter. And then another the male person. For example, Johnny. So he said, his mother, his parents were also present, he said. So, "I am Johnny. Just last month, I died by motorcycle accident. So, but, I don't die. I died there, but I was born again as a celestial being. So I am alive now. So, I am very sorry not to make my parents to be very, very sad for my death. But as the accident happened so quickly, I could not avoid it. So, but don't worry. But now I am living very happily. I have everything I need, and don't keep the motorcycle at home anymore. I don't need it. Now I can travel faster than that," he said. So they made like that. So many very interesting. Just like you have seen the movie they call The Ghost. They have the ghost. So very similar to that movie. So there are the two lovers, the girl and the boy. So the boy died, and he became like the earthbound deity, earthbound deity, and he always following his sweetheart. He is always following, but she didn't know. She could not see her. Now, when she heard about the Esther Robert, so she came to this spiritual meeting. So she requested the Esther Robert, could she communicate to her dead lover? So Elizabeth, the Esther Robert said, "Your dead lover is beside you. Beside you. She is already here, beside you. So how can I know?" she said. "Well, he is saying something. He is saying something." "What did he say?" "Well, did your lover said some very the wicked words?" "No, he didn't use wicked words." "What did he say?" "Well, he is saying not bloody lightly, not bloody lightly, not bloody lightly." So again and again, "Really? Oh, that is the word we agree to speak when one of us die, and to speak that word to the living person." Actually, that word was taken from the famous play of Bernard Shaw, from Bernard Shaw. So it is. So that means she believed her sweetheart was there, because they have this word. They agree to communicate with each other with this word. So similar to the ghost. So the lover is always following her. And when she was in danger, she tried to protect him, like in the ghost. No? Okay. That is what we say, about this. So all these four, the four realms, on the earth, and the hells are under the earth. The hells are under the earth. So, there are 8 major hells. So you can read the name. Sanjiva, Nirya means hell. The Kalasutta, Sanghata, Roruva, Maharoruva, Tapana, Mahatapana, Aviji. Aviji is the lowest hell. So, according to the description, when you go down to the lower hell, it becomes hotter and hotter. So the hellfire is very, very hot, much hotter than our fire, they say. So according to science, so our earth crust is only 20 miles thick, only about 20 miles. So the diameter of the earth is just round. Just remember, the earth is not flat. The earth is it is round. It is not. It is moving in the sky. It is a planet. So the earth crust is only 20 miles thick. So the diameter of the earth is they say 8,000 miles. So 20 miles would be very thin. In the big one. So that's why this thing, the earth crust, they broke very often. And when they broke, you have the earthquake. You have the earthquake like the tsunami. So because of this breaking down there. So below this earth crust, so there are they say molten iron. Molten iron would be very hot. And below, they say, in the middle, molten nickel. So just like in the middle, they say temperature is, it is about like million Celsius, very, very hot. So it would be just like Avicii. So as you go down, it become hotter and hotter, they say, so Avicii would be very hot. And this celestial realm, they have, like the shape of a square. The shape of a square, so they have 4 sides. So they have like this, like they have 4 sides. On each side, there are 4 minor hells. 4 minor hells, 4 minor hells, 4 minor hells. So 16 minor hells. If you multiply by 8 major hells, 16 into 8, you get 128 minor hells. So these we say 4 apaya abodes, 4 abodes. So 4 minor hells. In each front, total minor hell is 4 into 4 sides, and 8 the major hells, so altogether 128. What are these 4 minor hells? So they say they are sewage. So sewage means like the excrement. So the hell denizen, they are swimming in this the sewage. So the maggots are very big. So the maggots will come and eat their nose, eat their ears. So you can see very, very the miserable. And then there's the hot ash. So some they have to run on the hot ash. The hot ash up to the knee, up to the thigh, very hot. So they cannot stand there. They have been running there. And then there are thorny trees. When they see the thorny trees, in order to escape the hotness, they try to climb up. So the trees, they have the very sharp, long what do you call them? Thorns. So now when the hell denizen climb up, so these thorns, so they cut their body, And then they also have the hot rivers with canes, so they say. And the hot rivers, when they see the river, they may think, it's quite cold. If we go there, when they jump, it is hotter because, like we see, molten iron, very hot. And there also some canes are growing there, so trying to beat these hell denizen. So you can see very, very miserable, no? Even in the minor hells. So there are 8 hells there. So, no, like about 10 years ago, in the border of the Russia and the Finland or something like that, and a small country there. So geologists, they have the team, these 2 countries. So at the border, they try to dig the earth, to study the layer of the earth, layer by layer. Now when they have dug up to 9 miles, they say, they come to a hollow. So nothing there, so hollow there. And then they start hearing the voices of people shouting and crying. Oh, we are very scared. Don't torture us anymore, something like that. So they even take the recording, they say. And finally they believe. They say, oh, that are the hells. So there can be hells like that, I think. So under the earth, wherever there is some space like that. So there may be the hell people. So the hells they are created by your bad karma. Like our Pauchado said, these hells, the hellhounds and the hell, like all those, like the molten iron, all these things are created by your bad karma. So to you it becomes like that, so you have to suffer there. So it is very miserable. So try to do meritorious deeds, not to be born there. So now we have the celestial realm here, we say human realm. So above the human realm we have 6 celestial realm. So we give the name Chatu Maharajika. Chatu means 4, Maharaja means like the kings, 4 kings. Actually they call it 4 guardian deities. So in this they also guard our earth. And then Taudimsa is where the king of the devas live, the Sekka, live here. And then Yama, Tusita, and they say like the Bodhisattva, when they become, they are born in celestial realm, they usually live in this realm, the realm of delight, they say. And Nimmanarati and Pranimita Vasavati, that they are the Mara, who tried to attack the Buddha. He lived in this, the Pranimita Vasavati. So 6 Deva realm. And then we have 16 Rupa Brahma realm. So 3 first jhana plane, for example, they call this Maha Brahma, great Brahma, great Brahma. Brahma Purohita, minister. So the minister of the Brahma. And Brahma Purohi Parisajja means the retinue of this Maha Brahma. So they are more powerful, according in this 3 realm. And then we have also 3 second jhana plane, 3 third jhana plane, and the 7th, the 4th jhana plane. So they call these 5 planes Suddhavasa, the pure land, like the pure abodes. And also in these pure abodes, only non-returners and arahats are born in these. The pure, because of that they say they are the pure abodes. And then we have 4 Arupa Brahma realm. So we have to stop here. The time is up. So, any question? Okay. Yes? Pure land of Buddhism. Yes, what is that? What do you mean? Can you tell me what he say? Anybody understand him?
Actually, he's referring to the Mahayana traditions, the Pure Land.
You are comparing with Mahayana Pure Land. So it is different from that Pure Land here. No? So what the Buddha taught here is the Suddhavasa. Suddhavasa. Only not those non-returners, not non-returners, who also attain this fourth jhana or the fifth jhana. When they are died, they are born there. They don't return to the sense sphere again. They will attain Arhata Megha and Arhata Phala there, and they become Arhats there, and then they go to Nibbana, not from there. So it would be different from the Pure Land, of the Mahayana, I think. So let's say prayers now and share merit to all living beings. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatiya Buddham Pujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatiya Dhammam Pujemi. Imaya Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatiya Samgam Pujemi. With our holy practice, which is in accord with the 9 supramundane Dhammas, we pay obeisance to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Idam me punyam asvekaya vaham hotu. May these merits of mine lead me to the extinction of all defilements. Idam me punyam nibbanasa paccaya hotu. May these merits of mine be conducive to my attainment of Nibbana. Imam no punya bhagam sabba saddhanam dima. Imam no punya bhagam sabba saddhanam dima. Imam no punya bhagam sabba saddhanam dima. We share our merits with all sentient beings. May all sentient beings obtain the share of our merits and be well and happy always. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.